Хөрхөн охид trap сонсон. Trap сонсон, trap донсон. Түүний сонсдог хөгжим дур булаан. Дагаж дуулан дур булаа мууруулаа.
Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new MMA Roasted Podcast. We Adam Hunter. We have a great show today. We have Tatiana Suarez, who I believe is the next champion in the UFC. She's a beast. I mean, you look at what she did to Carla Esparza, and Carla is an amazing fighter. We have her, as well as Jessie Jess.
Nice.
Your pass. Your
hall pass.
Your hall pass
dude.
is Jessie Jess, right?
Yes.
She's out of Phoenix, isn't that right?
No, she's out of Vegas.
Vegas. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
I want to thank our sponsor, Speedweed. Listen, people, marijuana, it's legal in California, and you can get it delivered right to you. You don't need to go to a dispensary or one of these other places where, I just get it delivered. Okay, your time is valuable. You go to a dispensary, you get there, they're always like, hey, try this, try that. The hottest bud tenders you ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
And then
Always, all the hot girls have the good pot jobs.
And then the cops are waiting for you down the block. Then you get a DUI. It's a pain in the ass. Plus, you might run into people you know. You gotta get it delivered. And they have CBD. They have marijuana. They had marijuana, everything. THC sex lube.
Oh, yeah.
They have what's it
But not
called
just
again?
lube, they have the pain relieving, ointments and salves that you can put on there, and those things work like a charm.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Marijuana breath mints,
Strips.
breath strips,
Yeah, mints and strips.
macaroons,
Okay, listen.
marijuana macaroons. Okay.
Who wants their breath to purposefully smell like weed breath?
Yeah.
Hey, do you have fresh breath? Ruin it with weed strips.
No, I'm telling you, it doesn't smell like weed. You won't even know it.
You're saying they're weed strips.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
Okay, so listen, okay, go to speedweed.com, follow them at Speedweed. Mention Roasted, you get $10 off, $100 or more. All right, so that's that. How was your holidays? You have good holidays?
Beautiful holidays, my brother. Amazing Christmas, amazing Hanukkah, amazing New Year's.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. And you, Greg?
It was, listen, I've been traveling back and forth since before Thanksgiving. So to be honest, the whole thing kind of flew right past me. And I'm pretty much more exhausted now than I was going into it.
Yeah.
I actually need a vacation now. And so this week I'm kind of going to take it slow, although I have things to do every day. It kind of sucks, but it was just a lot of travel, man.
Yeah, me too. I went to Fresno with the family, and it's funny because I got some great gifts.
So her family's up there.
Her family's up there, and they have amazing gifts.
Yeah.
My family never exchanged gifts. We exchange.
Well, they're Latinos, right?
Yeah, we exchanged like insults and Ambien. But her family, like I got a green screen.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a very thoughtful gift for
Yeah.
you. That's amazing.
Luggage, green screen.
Wow,
all
they
kinds
really
of,
put some good thought in
like,
this luggage because we travel all the time.
a G drive to put stuff on,
Sure.
everything I actually needed. But the green screen, I can't wait to learn how to do it because we could do some fun stuff with it.
Yeah. Learn how to do it because that's always kind of.
We can put it right here.
Yeah, just set it up anywhere. Yeah, we'll start shooting stuff.
So excited about that. But then my wife, she goes out and buys presents for her family. Signs it from the both of us. And they open it up. They're like, you shouldn't have. I'm like, I didn't. I have no idea what you got.
You kind of did. You
kind
paid
of on the
for
way over.
it.
Yeah, right. We both paid for it.
Right, you contributed. So
that was that. And then I was in Vegas. I went from Fresno to Vegas, and I did shows all week. And the shows were awesome. Even though the LA, it got
the fights got moved. I was wondering how that was going to affect you. I thought that was kind of a bummer for you.
It was a bummer, but it also made life easier because every time I'm like, oh, should I take Saturday off and go to the fights? Because then I'm going to lose.
Have to think about that.
No,
yeah.
that was kind of cool. But yeah, a lot of people came anyway because they were already there.
Planning to be in Vegas, exactly, and it screwed everybody that already bought airline tickets, made hotel reservations. Everybody made and then they're like, it's not going to be there anymore.
It did and it didn't though. It did. You're right. But then there were people that told me that they paid like $1,500 for tickets, or $1,800 tickets. Then they got their refund, right?
And they were like, Christmas money.
But then the new tickets were $300 a piece, and they got better seats.
Yeah,
so
all they had to do was rent a car and get a new
hotel room. So yeah, it still did screw them up, but it also, anyway, it was funny though. A lot of fighters came to the shows. One of them, Serena came, who has autism, and she was in the crowd. And I'm like, Serena's here. She's autistic. She won her first fight. She didn't even know it. No, she told me she liked when I made jokes.
Exactly. You kind of cleared that joke in advance.
Of course. And then Walt Harris was there, who after his fight, Walt fought on Saturday, came to the show on Sunday. And I'm like, Walt, you won barely. Because he barely beat Arlovsky.
Yeah.
But he did win.
Oh, I meant to watch that fight. I didn't finish. I didn't watch that one.
But then Harris was like, I was like, his wife was there. I'm like, oh, she's so much hotter than the last girl you brought, like just fucking with him. And then he got up to like, I was making fun of him. I was like, so what's it like in sex? Is Walt the same as he's in fighting, where he gasses out in 4 minutes?
Nice. Look at this.
And he got up and started running around the room laughing. I'm like, wow, that's the most cardio you did in 2 days. So that was awesome. And then Eric Anders came, which was
cool.
awesome.
Sure, yeah, he's
and,
cool.
Charles Rosa from Boston. And Saturday night, I just invited him on a whim because I follow him on Instagram, and he came. Fernando Vargas, one of my favorite boxers.
Okay.
Vargas, the guy who fought De La Hoya and Trinidad and beat Yuri Boy Campus. So he came, which was awesome. He kept calling me Vato. I don't know, what does Vato mean?
Vato's like, like gangster in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Vato, órale, Vato.
Oh, so that was-
It's like, it's not guy or dude. It's like, gangster
Homie.
kind of.
Homie, yeah. So that was cool. And then I saw the girl that shit her pants.
Justine Quiche.
Justine Quiche came, and she was super, super sweet. And I go, Justin, I don't know if I should make fun of you because, but am I allowed? She's like, all right. I'm like, I told the crowd what happened, but she said on Twitter afterwards, shit happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
It happens. Listen,
And
I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often, to be honest.
She was saying that someone actually offered her $10,000 for her shit stained.
Easy money,
Shit,
dude.
tell her I'll give her 12.
But
Oh,
but if you had to guess, who would have wanted that out of our friends? Fucking CB Gold. This is
Of course
fucking-
it was CB. Of course.
CB, you're here. Did you actually offer?
Yeah, but that was only because I wanted to see if my face imprint was in there. Because I was in there, and the shit actually covered me. And I wanted to know, like the Shroud of Turin, I was wondering if it actually left my facial imprint in there.
Did it?
And in fact, it did.
Oh, wow.
That's right. You could see me, and it was very creepy. And it was when I had the mohawk, so it actually looked like there was a shit streak up my face.
Well, thank you, CB. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So CB came.
I had an incredible Christmas. My family gave me $38,000. But in all fairness, it wasn't coins, so I had to carry a couple truckloads worth of coins. It was the longest day at Coinstar I ever spent in my life.
Well, that's also a lot of money, though.
Yeah, so that's what it worked out to.
So that she came, and then it was awesome. Sarah Moras came with her
Moras.
boyfriend, and Kira Batara came, who's awesome, little Kira. It was just a lot of fighters came, which was cool. Forrest Griffin came,
Yeah, I saw that.
and,
That's
and
cool.
also Stephen Bonner.
Yeah.
and Forrest.
The American Psycho.
Yeah.
But he seems real nice in person.
He's the nicest dude. He just got a DUI, and he's going through a rough patch, but he's doing really well.
Hey, listen, that's what comedy can help raise you up.
He's doing much better. He's doing much
If
better.
only it seemed.
Yeah, Stefan's in a really good place. A really, really good place. That was cool. It was cool seeing all them. And I said Forrest is such a great athlete, but after his fights, he sprints back to the locker room. Because remember, after he would lose, he would just run back and so he got a good kick out of that. No one else got it either. But it was a good week. Happy to be back. Happy to have the new year. So let's talk some fights.
Wait, so
man.
did you plan to go to the fights in Vegas?
No, I always plan the fight around the fight week. And then if someone gets me tickets, I usually only hit up Dana though for like Milwaukee or the UFC Fight Pass or the Ultimate Fighter finale. I don't usually hit him up for like the big ones because I know that he could probably he's probably everyone in the world's hitting him up for those.
Yes,
seats.
yes.
So
Well, and the other thing is, like, I've been with you on a week where you were headlining and you got us tickets.
Yeah.
And you had to leave to go to your show.
Right.
And I got to sit there and enjoy the rest of the fucking
Yeah.
night.
Awesome, dude.
It was great for me. Sucked for him.
Well, I always say like someone said like I think it was a Bronx Tale where someone was like, "What's his name died?" And Mickey Mantle died, and he's like, "What do you give a fuck if you died?" So part of me is like, "Well, these guys wouldn't take off if I was for my show," but also like I have to lose money. If I take off, I'm losing money. And I need money. I got a baby.
No, that's true.
I
You're
got a
the baby now. That's different.
Yeah, it's like but I don't know. And every time that I do take off, it's the worst fight of all time.
Right.
And every time that I like leave early, it's you'll never get this back. Everybody here is now history, greatest fight ever. It's like 1,000 orgasms. I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the fights that happened.
Let's
over the
talk
weekend.
about it, dude.
First of all, Amanda Nunes. I did not see that coming.
Wait a minute. Can we talk about my shows on New Year's Eve first? Okay, I had one show at this Admiral Theater in Bremerton, Washington, right? Right. Okay, and I go in there, and for some reason, the sound guys, the tech guys for the theater, wanted the show to go long. I have no idea what that's about. I don't know. They didn't want to play music, or I don't. They didn't want to go to the date. I don't know what it was. But the sound guys are like telling the opening acts. I have an opener. There's an MC, and then and then there were 2 features.
But it's not up to them.
Okay, it's not up to them. So the one gal's like, hey, she's texting the group, including our booker, John Fox, who runs the San Francisco Comedy. He's kind of a legend in comedy, and so. She's like, hey, the sound guys want us all to go long. And I was, what do you think? And I'm like, I think that's why they're the fucking sound guys. Okay? We're not going long for these motherfuckers.
On New Year's Eve.
So then they decide to have an intermission.
No.
Yes. Okay, so the first 2 acts come out, and the response from the audience, it was like when you're fucking a girl and she's responding way too much.
Okay.
Like you're like, you're fucking her, but you're not trying that. I just, and you're like, okay, easy.
Has it ever happened to you, by the way?
Of course, many times. And so, this audience is going wild for these first 2 acts. And me and the girl who are going second are looking at each other like, wow, this is a ridiculously hot crowd. Then they go to the intermission, which was supposed to be 10 minutes, turns out being 30 minutes.
Wow.
Okay. Then by the time they finally get everybody reseated and everything, we start up again, and it was like they were just done with comedy. Oh. Like they'd seen all the comedy. They were ready to dance now. They didn't want to. And so, she hit the skids. And then I went out there and was fighting my guts out doing, it was good, but it was just, I was pulling teeth.
Of course.
And it was all those stupid motherfuckers'
You have enough
fault.
tricks in your tool bag to do.
No, absolutely. But it just wasn't the same. It was so much different from the first half of the show, and it was completely the stupid fucking sound guy's fault. I don't know why they wanted it to be longer. It was already going to be about a 2-hour show.
In like Europe, they do that. In Europe, they always have intermissions in comedy.
And it ruined the fucking show for the second half. It was like 2 different shows, completely 2 different shows, where how sometimes one show's super hot and then one show's not that hot?
Yeah.
It was just like that. Like the first half, they were on fire. And then the second half, they were just done. Right. It fucking sucked. They ruined it for me. I was so mad at those motherfuckers, and I still am.
You got paid?
Of course I got paid.
All right. And then I saw a show where some lady jumped on stage.
Oh, the giant lady. I brought her on stage. Yeah. I was in Vegas. This was for the last Dirty at 12:30 of the year, which is something I kind of do regularly. I'm always kind of like the big finale for them. And I saw this girl pre-show, and she's a giant. She's a giant, and it turns out she'd been on a reality show called My Giant Life.
Oh my God!
Because she's 6'6".
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's every inch of it.
And then you grabbed her ass.
A little bit, yeah.
Did,
at the end.
Did she get mad?
No, not at all. Because that was the thing. Like, she comes on stage and she's like, "I'm a comic too." I'm like, "Great." And she goes, "What are you gonna do? Motorboat me?" And I was like, and I had no intention. I was like, "Oh, okay, we could do that." She's like, "Oh yeah." So then we did the dance. I motorboated her. Then I put my hands on her ass. Then she tapped him. I was like, "Oh, sorry." But I knew she was gonna have a great sense of humor about it. We established that kind of immediately when she came on stage. And then her and I hung out all night and took a bunch of pictures together. And it was just hilarious how much larger she was than me.
Did you do coke off her clit?
If I had it, we would have.
Okay.
So, but I specifically was like, no coke. So I maybe did a little coke, but it wasn't my coke. But that one was a wild one. She really outsized me there, and I was doing all these jokes about her, about like, if you remember, like if you know how sometimes I call it a chariot ride when you get her legs up on you and you're holding her tits and you're fucking her from the front like that.
Yeah.
I was like, and then I did this act. And I was like, can you imagine with her, because she had really, she's had really thick, powerful legs, and I mimed, putting one leg on my shoulder and just collapsed right on the fucking stage, and the audience went wild. It was a great show. That show was amazing.
Fun. Yeah.
That show was amazing.
It's crazy. By the way, Gerald Harris featured for me, opened for me all week. He was great. What's going on in comedy right now is insane. A couple things. First of all, let's talk a little bit, since we're on comedy, before we get to the fights.
The censorship.
So, Louis C.K., my thoughts on the Louis C.K. thing. Look, Louis C.K. is an amazing comic, one of the best comics around, and what he did with the whole Me Too thing, not cool, wasn't right, yada, yada. That aside, if we start going into comedy clubs and recording people's sets, when they're working out material.
Yeah, working out new stuff.
And
not
then,
sure, because sometimes you have to go too far to know where to bring it back.
And then putting it on YouTube and go, oh, it's a leaked. It's not leaked. It's stolen is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not leaked. He didn't leak it. When you leak something, it's like an artist, oh, I'm going to leak. No. It was stolen material that wasn't right for him to do it. Obviously, there was no audio because there was no video because they would have told you, put your phone away.
Right, they
so
were audio
the guy
recording it.
obviously put his phone down, knew what he was
Yeah.
doing, recorded it, put it on YouTube, and now everyone's like, I can't believe it. He's doing alt-right jokes, and he's making fun of the victims, and this and that. But that wasn't... If he would have done a special, and this is his material on the special, then yeah, sure, critique away. But this is him working shit out.
Mm-hmm.
He may have got to this point where he has an hour and a half of material, then goes to his manager or his agent or his friends. And they go, yeah, maybe that Parkland shooting stuff's too far, or don't do this or that. And then all of a sudden, but he didn't even have that opportunity because they just did that. That being said, also, I don't believe that comedians. First of all, I don't believe in this whole punching up, punching down, No, you want to be treated equally. Everyone is like fair game. Everyone's fair game.
It's almost like when you've kind of like chatted with the guy in the wheelchair, and he just wants to be treated like everybody else. So you throw a few barbs his way, knowing he wants to be part of it just like everybody else. But the rest of the audience is like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's like, I've already hung out with this dude. We talked. You don't know it. I know it. We're supposed to treat what they don't want to be treated like is that they are, in fact, quote unquote, special. They want to be treated like everybody else.
Right.
And then for everyone, it's the people who take umbrage for other people, or as you say, social justice warriors.
Yeah.
Who it's like, this has nothing to do with you. It's like the giant girl. If I were famous and that video got out, okay, me grabbing her ass, everyone would have attacked me for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm never going to apologize to you. I would have apologized to her if she had wanted an apology, but I knew she didn't. And so what the fuck is your problem?
And now all of a sudden, all these extreme left, and I hate to say it because I am a liberal, but it's becoming to the point where now extreme liberals are now for censorship, or whoever these people are that have quote unquote voices that are saying, no, I think comedy should be like this, or no, there's no rules to comedy. That's the whole thing. That's
the whole thing. We're supposed to encourage comedians to go there.
Right.
That's the job. We're supposed to be the ones that take these moments on, head on, and find the light in them.
And then, for Andy Richter to start going on his high horse about what comedy is, Andy Richter's an improv comedian, but he went on like a 9-tweet fucking thing about how bad Louis C.K. and all this stuff, and then Judd Apatow with his stuff, and I'm like, what is going on here?
What is going on?
When I became a comic, I was watching my favorite comics, which were like Greg Giraldo and these guys at the Comedy Cellar and Lewis and Maron and all that, and they were or Jim Norton, and they were like, the whole point was that these are the most freest people in the world because it's a free fucking art form. You could say whatever you want. If the crowd's laughing, then it's funny. Yeah. Now all of a sudden it's like, but also the crowd was laughing at Louis' jokes.
Yeah.
The crowd was dying laughing.
Yeah.
So that was not intent for you on Twitter.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. It's always supposed to be, was it funny? If it's not funny, okay, then just it needs to not be done. But if it is funny, then that was the job.
Yeah.
And now when you have other so-called comedians, I mean, let's be honest, Judd Apatow was never a very good stand-up comedian, and Richter's never been a comedian. He's known as a sidekick of Conan O'Brien. So I mean, you're like looking at this, it's like, who are you to make the rules?
Yeah, all of a sudden there are rules to comedy.
Mm-hmm.
No, first of all, Carrot Top is a fucking prop comic, and he makes a ton of money. And there was a rule: no, don't do props. Then it was like, don't do crowd work. Tell it to fucking Don Rickles. Well, don't do just observational comedy. Well, fucking Seinfeld's doing pretty fucking well. Don't be dirty and don't scream. I think Kinison did a fucking pretty good job. Don't whisper. Look at Gaffigan. There are no fucking rules to comedy.
There aren't. Well, I say there are 3 rules, which is number 1, be funny.
Yeah,
that's the rule.
Right.
The number 1 rule is be funny. Number 2, respect the craft, which just means you got to get up there and be funny. You can't sit there and get up there and act like if you're not getting laughs, then it's the audience's fucking fault. It's your fault. Respect the craft. And then number 3 is simply don't open with new material. And that's just to protect people from bombing right off the bat. That's really for new comics, to not fuck up.
But now, on the other hand, you got Tiffany Haddish, who on New Year's Eve, on TMZ, Tiffany Haddish bombed. But she went up there, and her thing was, I partied too much the night before. I forgot my jokes. Look, if you have a fucking sold out show in Miami and people are paying hundreds of dollars to see you,
you got to keep it together.
That's not fucking cool.
Well, it's funny is I saw her little Instagram video the morning of, where she's like, "I've been up till 7 a.m., y'all," and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I know what this is. I've seen this look before, and this is very tough to overcome, but you can do it. And all I was thinking was, then go to bed right after you make this video. You need to close all the fucking curtains. You need to fucking get in bed. And you need to sleep all day, and then you need to get up at about 5 o'clock, have a decent meal, and drink a Red Bull, and get yourself together for that show.
Oh, was she planning a new hour? Because she just did an hour, or She Ain't Ready or something, right? How do you forget that hour that you just did on? Okay, worst comes to worst, you forget all your new jokes.
Listen, it happens when you burn your brain out partying till 7 a.m. Your brain is just empty.
You forget all your fucking.
It happens, man. It's happened to me. I've done it. I've absolutely done it.
No, but you were fucked up during the show, though.
What do you think? Maybe she was too.
She said she partied the night before.
I'm telling you, when you party that hard, it leaves your brain empty.
But you can't even do the hour you did on Showtime.
I'm telling you, man.
Fuck. That's crazy.
It happens. I know exactly where her brain was.
I don't know.
Because I've left my brain in the parking lot before.
I've forgotten new material before. I've been like on stage going.
But with her, it is this juggling act because the stakes are much higher because people are paying a lot more money to see her. And when I blanked, I was just doing a guest spot for 15 minutes. So the show wasn't really on my shoulders in any way. But when the show is, and that's the other thing is when you're famous, the responsibility is higher too. And she's struggling with that, which is natural because fame is new for her. What is she, a year into fame? A year or two into fame? Into playing the big rooms? So
But I'm saying, so she forgot her whole new hour, or she forgot everything?
I think she just forgot everything.
That's crazy.
Again, until you've partied at that level, you don't know what it's like to have your head be that empty, but it happens.
And you also don't know what she put in her body that night before, because there's some drugs that will completely erase your brain power.
That's what I'm saying. If she was doing blow, I'm not saying she was doing blow, but that's usually how you get to 7 a.m. Yeah. Alcohol rarely makes it to 7 a.m. without cocaine. Now, I'm not saying that she did. For me, that's just always been my experience. Yeah. Even on Red Bull, you're shutting down about 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Yeah. So to get to 7 a.m. is tough to do without cocaine. Yeah. And cocaine leaves your brain empty. You're talking to the guy that knows.
All right, so let's talk about the fight. Speaking of cocaine, John Jones.
Good transition.
All right, so John Jones versus Gustafson. Man, that was rough. For Gustafson.
Yeah.
Did he look one-dimensional to you guys? Because he looked incredibly one-dimensional to me. Gustafson. Jones looked like he was able to just pick him apart. A little high, a little low. Kick, punch, kick. Like he was able to just pick him like a lock. It just didn't seem like Gustafson was doing anything other than try and box.
Yeah.
Did anyone else see it that way?
I agree. He didn't look as good as he did in his first fight. But then again, at the end of the fight, Jones came out and said, his problem the first fight is that he just was staying in Gustafson's range. That's why he got pieced up a little bit. So maybe Jones came in a little bit more educated on Gustafsson, but if you're asking me, it wasn't that entertaining of a fight. But what made the entire card was the fight prior, which was Amanda Nunes, the Cyborg.
No, I agree. Jones, you look at how good Jones is. Gustafsson is 3-3 in his last 6 fights.
Yeah.
Jones is undefeated. I now truly believe that first fight, Jones was partying with hookers and ecstasy and everything else, and that took the toll, and that's why it was as close as it was, because Jones was levels above him, and he's levels above everybody. I don't know what's going to happen. I would like to see, I don't think Cormier's going to come down. I don't think Jones is going to come up anymore.
To heavyweight?
And he shouldn't.
To heavyweight, yeah.
Really?
I don't think Jones is going to go to heavyweight.
I don't think he should. I think he should stay right where he's at and just beat up everybody in his division. If anything, maybe go down. I don't even think he'd go down, though. He's too big.
The only fight I want to see happen in light heavyweight is John Jones versus Anthony Lionheart Smith.
That I want to see too.
Yeah, dude, isn't that a good fight? I didn't even think about that till last night.
I would love that fight. I do worry about the wrestling of Jones versus Lionheart.
Yeah, because
that seems to be his Achilles heel. But I think on the feet, Anthony's just as good. Yeah, and he's dangerous.
Yeah,
and he's very athletic. I would love to see that fight.
Yeah, it's a great fight.
And Anthony's a fucking great guy. And I would love to watch that fight because you know it's going to be bangers. Jones called out Corey Anderson. I don't want to see that fight.
No, dude.
I think he runs through Corey Anderson.
Yeah.
So
you think he's trying to choose his shots wisely, knowing he's picking people he knows he could beat easily?
Can I tell you guys something too? Okay, because you know that I'm not like you guys. I don't know every fighter by name and everything. I'm a more casual observer. I'm more the regular person.
Yeah.
Okay, I was watching the Latifi Anderson fight fully thinking the opposite guys were Anderson and Latifi for at least the first round and a half. I thought the black guy was Latifi, and that the white guy was Anderson for at least a round and a half. And I was like, wait a minute, no, that's Latifi, that's Anderson. Oh, I'm an idiot.
I can see how Latifi could be a black person.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I really thought it was, that was just, I don't know. Call me, I wasn't trying to be racist. That's just what I thought watching it, because I came in, I didn't watch like the all the intros and everything. I just started watching the fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, he's there. So I had it completely backwards for a good round and a half.
And then Nunez, I didn't see that. I don't know anybody that saw that happening.
Oh my God.
Dude.
You called it?
Yeah.
Really?
Come on.
Did you
Since
bet on
day
it?
one. I did bet on it.
Good for you, brother.
But I had a parlay.
Like plus 116.
I had a
plus
parlay,
200?
and
What did you parlay?
I had BJ Penn winning. I have so many parlays, but I only bet like $1.
Dude, how about that BJ Penn? That was like a time capsule of MMA.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of jiu-jitsu people who were very angry at BJ for like turning the wrong way to get out of the heel hook, but man, that was rough. I mean, I'm just happy BJ didn't get hurt. Maybe he fucked up his knee, but he didn't get like knocked out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to see him get knocked out.
I would rather him get knocked out than have his knee tore up. A knockout he'll be awake from in a few
he's not
minutes.
gonna get brain damage from a knee torn up.
That's true, but that knee,
I just think he's
looks.
taking enough shots to the head where he doesn't need to get his brains fucked up anymore.
It was weird though. And Ryan Hall, I forgot that sleepy look on his face. Right? He always looks like fighting is just something he kind of is sleepwalking through.
Yeah.
Listen, if they were ever someone they accused of a serial killer and he was one of the suspects, I'd be like, oh yeah, that motherfucker did it.
He has Tourette's too.
That weird. It's just that weird dead eye thing. It's so weird. And then he just got him, man. But it was weird watching that fight. I was like, what year is this?
That was a beautiful takedown though. The cross double, like the way he hit that I don't know what the roll was.
He like rolled into his leg and then just took it down.
Hiva, something like that.
Mumagari or something. I was talking to Sean Williams today about it, but it was pretty beautiful the way he did it. But you could just see also BJ's reaction time's gone.
Yeah.
His reaction time's not there.
Ryan Hall also does that in every single fight.
Shit.
Yeah, he's old. He's battled. He's war torn. He hasn't won a fight in like 6-7 years. It might be time to just I don't know what he has to prove. Be
time. It was time like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
he just keeps coming back. I don't know. I don't think he needs the paychecks. I think he loves to fight or whatever. But yeah, no, his time has passed. But we can go back to the Nunez fight now. Let's go back to the Nunez fight.
Okay.
Because you were talking about it.
I mean, I of course could see Cyborg winning that fight, but I just thought Nunez. I don't know, dude. I like the underdog. So when I see an underdog that has potential to beat the favorite, I want to do more research on that underdog. And I found out, Amanda Nunes, she's so talented, dude. She has a great camp. And look at Nina Ansaroff, what she just did to Claudia Gadelha. And they're scissor partners. So I'm sure some of that that camp. What camp is it? ATT?
Yes.
They got some great fighters in there, dude. So I knew. After seeing Nina Ansaroff's performance, I'm like, they got some secret juice going on. And not like juice, but like they got something in the water over there that's producing these great fighters.
Absolutely. I mean, she came in. Cyborg was 10 pounds heavier. I think she came in at 170 or something, and Nina was like and the other girl was like 160.
I think we keep seeing this in women's MMA more than anything, where someone looks unstoppable.
Yeah.
For like 2 fights.
No, but Cyborg was like 15 fights.
Right, and then
fights.
something happens, like they lay off the gas and they get knocked the fuck out.
Well,
and we've seen this over and over again. We saw it with
Joanna.
We saw it with why can't I think of the blonde gal? Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
We see, you know what I mean? Like they look unbeatable for a run of, and then all of a sudden they kind of lay off the gas, and I think they begin to believe their own press. And so I don't know if they don't train as hard, they don't take the opponent as seriously because they're used to just creaming people. But this was, again, someone that looked unstoppable getting just completely wiped out.
Now, what do you think her Cyborg's biggest mistakes were in that fight?
I think she came in too heavy. She was like 170 a week and a half out or something, or 2 weeks out. It was just too much weight. And I think that
is featherweight the heaviest weight in women's?
Yep.
I think that also, she's just so used to bullying people.
Just charging.
She's so used to charging in, and most girls, like I talked to Tanya or Leslie, they can't take her punch. They just can't take her punch.
Yeah.
And who knows if Nunez could have taken her punch? She never landed a punch to really take. But I think that you can't just, if you do 20 fights in a row, or you're doing the same fucking thing, someone's gonna, a guy like Dean Thomas and Mike Brown, they're gonna be like, okay, this is what she's gonna do, and this is how you're gonna react. And they say that Nunes trains with guys over there, and guys can't take her punches. Some of the guys. So Nunes is just a special fighter. We had her on the podcast years ago, and I said I think she could actually win the belt. No one fucking remembers it, but that's what happened.
Well, hey, listen, if it's on the podcast, it's out there. It's still in the archives.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is way back when, and this is before she was even out as a lesbian, because I was asking about her boyfriend and stuff. So, maybe she was out, but we didn't know it. So,
she knew it.
She knew it. Alec Volkanovski, Chad Mendez. That was a good fight.
That, I think, was the best fight of the whole card.
Yeah.
That was a great fight. They were trained leather. They had a lot of technique. It wasn't just, I don't know. To me, that was my favorite fight. To me, that was fight of the night.
Chad retired afterwards, which sucks, because Chad
I think he needed to, though.
He's so talented, but he's right there.
But he's older.
But he's taken years off because of steroids or got popped with stuff that shouldn't have been in him. He hasn't taken that much damage. He did get knocked out by Frankie Edgar. He did get fucked up by Aldo. So maybe he has taken a lot of damage, but I don't know. I just think he's like a number 5 or he's right there. He's right there. But this dude was good. I mean, the fucking former rugby player, they said was 214 pounds,
Did you
and
see a
now fights
picture
at
of him?
145. No.
Yeah.
He was
that's what
huge, dude, in that picture of him in his rugby outfit.
Yeah, they were saying he was 214. That's crazy.
He was sick. Makes you wonder what he was on back then, because he's like 4'5", right, or something like that.
Not 4'5".
5'5".
Yeah. But he is small.
4'5". You're saying,
I don't know.
I'll tell you what I felt bad
dude.
for. I felt bad for Kat Zingano.
oh my God.
That sucked. That was rough.
Fucking camel toe eye.
Do we know? Wait a minute. Do we know what the result? Like, is her eye okay? Do we know?
I think her eye is okay.
She had stitches in her eyelid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw it happen. The second it happened, it looked like a toenail went in the eye. Which, again, now it's strange, okay? Because you get a poke in the eye, and they stop the fight, and they let a doctor look at it, and they give you time to recover. But because it was a foot in the eye,
I think the ref didn't know.
They
The ref
just-
should have taken time. I think the ref should have taken time.
and that's what I was thinking. Like, it's an eye poke. It doesn't matter if it's with a toe or with a finger. It's an eye gouge.
probably a lot more, easier to do it on purpose with your hand though than with your toe.
But again, it's still an eye
Your finger
gouge. The
versus-
eyes are supposed to be off limits,
Yeah.
right? So shouldn't he have paused, brought the doctor in to look at the eye, and let her recover or take an assessment before just calling the fight?
Yes, I do think so.
It was very strange. Like,
Because what if it
clearly
was a nail or
her
something?
eye- right. Like, clearly she's holding her eye. It's an eye issue. And any other fight, we normally see the way, stop, look at the eye. I mean, we saw it in another fight on this card where there was an eye poke. I think it was John Jones got poked in the eye.
Yeah.
Which that was like, please, that's your favorite move.
Yeah.
It's like you know what I mean? Like, you're the wolf crying wolf right
Yeah.
now. So that was, to me, both ironic and hypocritical at the same fucking time. But with her, I was like, why aren't they stopping, bringing in the doctor, looking at the eye, letting her recover, and then going on the fight? That was a very strange thing on the part of the ref, in my opinion.
You know who Megan's fighting next? Jessica I. No,
You're waiting for that one. It's part of his new half hour, folks.
Yes, you're right. Jessica I. Yes. So then Uriah Hall.
Which, wait a minute, one more thing about Megan Anderson. She also looked huge.
She is.
Right, which again, is featherweight the largest weight?
No,
'Cause
the other
it's-
girl fights at 135, Kat usually, and
okay.
she fights at 145.
I was going to say, because it seemed like she needed to be up. They seemed like they were in two different weight divisions.
They are. Usually they are.
Of course, Kat's tits looked like they were in a different weight division too. Woo!
But Kat's usually at 145.
Oh,
At
okay.
135. And then
Okay.
for this fight, she went up.
Okay.
I'll tell you who looked great, because we had Andrea Ewell on the podcast before.
Yeah.
He's fighting to get his kid back. Great story. Or not great story, fucking tough story, but
Who was this one?
This guy, Andrea Ewell. He hasn't seen his kid in a couple years. We don't know why, but he was fighting Nathan Wood, and Wood fucking gave me Wood because he looked good.
Yeah.
Nathan Wood is like legitimately a tough dude from England. That dude's
Yeah.
a beast. Uriah Hall. He won his fight, and then afterwards made a nice speech about how his sister's battling depression and how he wants to dedicate it to all those people, which was nice, super
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, let's talk about that fight for 1 second. Did you feel Because Uriah Hall, through the first 2 rounds,
was getting his ass kicked.
Looked completely uninterested in the fight.
Yeah.
Just uninterested, basically playing defense.
I thought he was battling depression.
Right. Yeah, like the other guy was basically taking him to task, and he seemed, and then all of a sudden just bong, and it was over.
Yeah.
And I was like, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, did he know he could do this the whole time and just wanted it to be a fight?
That's always been his thing.
Yeah.
He just seems to like, he's just not a mental case, but mentally has always been his issue.
That's
like,
what he seemed completely disinterested in the fight for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And was getting his ass handed to him.
Yes.
The other kid was doing all the work, and he was taking all of the punches, and then all of a sudden, boing, and it's over. And then he wasn't even excited, like, oh my God. Like, then he just kind of walked around like, yeah, that was good. Okay. So what are we having for dinner, guys? Like, it was weird. It was weird how unaffected he was by any of it. I don't know. That would trip me out.
I tell you, Curtis Millender beat Sear.
Dude.
That was a good fight.
That was a good fight. That was an amazing fight.
According to Curtis, Sear was yelling "fuck America" during the fight.
Interview. Yeah,
but I know Sear. It doesn't seem like that kind of guy to say "fuck America." He seems to like it here.
Maybe he's an immigrant.
And then Curtis, well, he is. He's from Afghanistan.
So he feels under attack right now.
Yeah, I guess that's what happened. But then Curtis
I don't know.
They asked Curtis, "What did you say back?" He said, "Fuck Afghanistan," which I mean, he should have been like,
"We did in 2002."
I mean, he could have been like, "Hey, fuck America. Hey, but hey, I know we have some issues, but we're working on it." It could have been a little more
in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, then stop saying. I might have been like more effective. But one guy saying "fuck America," and you're like, "Well, come on, we have our healthcare needs issues, but or something that."
Well, listen, America's writing you this check, so you maybe be cool with America for right now.
Right.
Whatever house you're living in, you got because of America and the opportunities it affords.
I was actually impressed with that
Chill
dude,
the fuck
though.
out.
I was impressed
Curtis?
with him.
He's been a monster.
No, the other dude, like
Sear?
Yeah, just his heart alone. And his ability.
Sear is a beast.
Yeah, dude.
I hung out with him at Mayhem one night, and he made Mayhem look normal.
Oh, that's the guy
Oh
you're
my
talking
God.
about.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like threatening to jump off a bridge. Like he was fucking insane. Like he was a guy that I was like, this guy's.
And what were you doing? Just like holding their coats? I mean,
No, I was like,
because you're a surprisingly docile guy to be around those.
They came to my
maniacs.
show at the Laugh Factory,
Oh, okay.
and then in Long Beach. And then afterwards, we were like walking around, and Sear was like taking people's beers and like being like, "What are you gonna do?" And Mayhem was like, "Calm down," and he was drunk, and it was just these guys were fucking crazy, but fun. But fun
very
guys.
fun.
But I'm like, dude, this is fucking crazy. Montel Jackson beat Brian Kelleher. I felt kind of bad for Brian. Montel looked really good. Now that was the UFC. Did you watch Ryzen?
No, I don't
All
watch
right,
anything but the UFC.
So Ryzen.
Bellator. You watch Bellator.
Well, I'll tell you what happened.
I watch
First of all,
it. I didn't
I was in
this-
Vegas
no.
during these fights, and my baby got sick. We had to go take her to the hospital.
Yeah, the flu.
She had the flu, 102. And I was nervous as fuck.
Let me ask you, when that happens, what do they, because I know a lot of times, like, they can't really give them, what we take? We take Advil, we take Tylenol, fever reducers.
Yes.
But a lot of times they're very, they don't do that with babies, so, what did they?
Well, she's only 4 months old, so she can't even get the flu shot. But they
Well,
did,
of course
they,
not.
they
That's
gave
what I'm
her,
saying.
They gave her, first of all, they gave her Tylenol like up her butt, like in a tube up her butt.
Suppository.
Okay.
And I was like,
Okay, so they do use baby Tylenol,
Yeah,
because
and
you
I-
have to give them some kind of fever
And I was like,
reducer.
man, I hope she doesn't like this too much.
Oh no!
So then they gave her medicine.
Listen, there are rules to comedy, young man.
And then they gave her medicine, and she spit it out. I'm like, oh, her mom spits too. Like I was making jokes at.
You were I can't see myself being any different though,
Oh.
because that's how we deal with things. We make jokes.
Of course.
When we're in intense situations, that's how comics handle things. We make jokes.
and interrupt people when they're talking. So what
That's what happens, right? That's what we do.
So what happened was, so I was making jokes the whole time, and I was doing that even when my wife was pregnant.
Yeah.
At the doctor, the lady was like, "Yeah, take off your panties." I'm like, "Mine too," just to embarrass, So, but my baby's okay. But I was watching the fights on my phone while the doctor was checking her out, like in the waiting room, and then my wife started yelling at me.
Yeah, I'm on your wife's
Saying,
side.
my wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, she's in the nothing we can do right now." So then I had to stop watching all the fights. So I was like, I missed all the fights basically, and then I had a show, yada yada. So I tried to make up for it by watching Ryzen. I'm like, "Oh, this will be better. I'll watch Ryzen." Fucking, you talk about intermission. They had 3 fucking intermissions during this event.
What?
Yeah, and they're like half hour, 45 minutes long.
That's so bad.
That has to be due to technical difficulties.
I don't know
right?
what it is, but it's not.
No?
And then I watched it because they had Mayweather boxing this Asian dude.
Yeah, I
right?
saw that, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch it for that, right? It started at like 10 at night. It ended at 5 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm looking and I'm like, Mayweather is not available in the U.S. So like in like small print on the fucking fight app. So they don't even show the Mayweather fight. So I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? So eventually I went to bed.
Where were they fighting? In Japan?
In Japan.
Okay.
But they weren't airing the Mayweather, which, let's talk about that for a second. I don't know if that was a fake fight,
Bro.
but it looked like a WWE, like a audition, like a bad, the guy got hit and he went flying.
Like an old Bruce Lee movie,
yeah,
dude.
it was like he oversold the shit out of it. And
Well, that's why they wouldn't show it in the U.S.
Mayweather did have 30 pounds on him, and he got $9 million for this. He knocked him down 3 times in the first round.
You went over there to make $9 million, not actually fighting.
But this guy, I thought he was going to be okay. I watched him hit the. I'm never judging anyone by hit the pads anymore.
Yeah.
The guy was undefeated kickboxer. Everyone was saying how great he was. I'm like, oh fuck, maybe this Mayweather will take this lightly and he'll show up out of shape. Mayweather just destroyed him, but I don't think he landed a punch. Like he landed the second knockdown was legit, the uppercut. But the guy's head like flew out of the fucking cage, out of the ring.
Well, that's what he was paid for.
But there were some good events. There were some good fights on it, and I got to give a shout out to Frank Trigg because I was tweeting about the whole thing, and then Trigg said, "Hey, my man Adam Hunter's watching this. Just has a new baby during the Gabby Garcia fight. Gave me a shout out.
That's awesome.
So that was pretty awesome.
Who won that fight?
Well, Gabby Garcia won, and everyone kept saying how good this girl Garcia was fighting. It doesn't matter when you're fighting a girl that's 238 pounds, and
She's a giant.
I don't know, and she got popped for roids one time in her life, but I would test her again. I believe they do no testing because she is fucking like 3% body fat at like 240 pounds.
Yeah, she got jacked, dude. She was like super thick, and then she just slimmed down and was like, what is she doing, dude?
Now she's just fucking like, oh my God. And she just
allegedly.
So she takes the girl down, submits her quick, and then these old fucking grandmas come in and try to fight her. Like it was out of a
like out of an old wrestling movie or something.
These old grandmas were like, "Let me at you."
They were coming at her with a shoe and shit.
These women were like 90 years old. It was fucking insane.
Did she beat the shit out of the grandmas?
No, they wouldn't. They couldn't. The grandmas were like broke hips on the way over there. It was ridiculous.
They're on walkers.
Yeah, they were on walkers. So I'll tell you what happened. My man Johnny Case won. Happy for him. I'll tell you who lost. Who's really good. Justin Scoggins lost. It was a kind of triangle. Where
it was a teepee.
A teepee.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that in practice?
No, I didn't even know what that was until people started pulling it off in MMA. But it's very, very rare because it's such a strange submission. And I think I don't know if it's like an advanced submission to where if you get caught in it, there's no escape. But I rarely ever see that ever.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. It was like the guy put both his legs from the bottom over the guy's head and then just like went around. It was the strangest submission I've seen, but it seems to work. It was like if you're going down on a chick and she puts her legs around your head.
Right.
And then she just kind of goes like this and wraps around them.
Okay.
And then chokes you out like that. Yeah.
You gotta have some flexibility to pull that off.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking, I was very impressed. So that went on. Then the Damian Brown beat Crushank, which was like, I know Damian Brown. But then Brandon Housley fought this guy, Jiri Prochazka. Brandon Housley is a good fighter, but he came in wearing wrestling shoes. Probably trained for this for a week. Kept jumping out of the ring. Like, he was like getting close to the ring and then just diving out.
What?
That was like fucking hilarious.
This is an entertaining card.
Doesn't help, but you know what? That doesn't help your brand in terms of trying to be a real fight league.
Yeah.
You know?
And then Darian Caldwell lost to Haraguchi.
Yeah, did he get knocked out?
No, he got submitted by it was a guillotine. But,
I saw that. Yeah.
But he would have won, I think, if it was in the cage. Because a couple of his submissions at the beginning, like it was sort of out of the ring. The guy, so
I don't like MMA in a boxing ring, dude. It feels kind of strange.
Yeah.
Just have like open ropes like that.
Yeah.
And then the PFL happened. You watched that?
No.
6 fighters won $1 million.
Yeah.
On New Year's Eve.
Okay, that was the big finale then.
Yes, big finale. Lewis Taylor put the guns down, knocked this dude out in 30 seconds. He was a big underdog. He's a guy that started, he was a 39-year-old, been doing it for 10 years, black guy from Chicago, wrestling coach.
Yeah, good for him.
So
dude.
happy for him. And he retired afterwards, paid off his house. Lance Palmer won.
Nice. Good for him.
Lance Palmer won. Nathan Schultz won against Magomedov. That was a little boring. Kayla Harrison, I don't know anyone's going to beat this girl. She's a 2-time gold medalist, judo. And she's 155. and she looks like a fucking murderer.
She won $1 million.
No. But
she's going to come out. She's going to beat everybody. She's going to be unstoppable. Then she's going to lay off for one fight and get knocked the fuck out.
I don't know.
That's what happens in women's MMA.
Maybe. Sean O'Connell beat Vinny Magalish.
Really?
Oh, wow.
That
How did
was
he beat
tough.
him?
Dude, Vinny Magalish, I hate to say it, but he gassed out quick.
Really?
He almost had him in a couple submissions real early, and then by the third round, could barely, like, he was just getting fucked up. Like, he kept going for a single leg, but it was rough.
TKO?
Yeah, he didn't come out in the fourth round.
Threw in the towel?
He just didn't
His
come
corner
out,
did.
huh?
His corner did.
Oh, okay.
And then Felipe, but man, I was hoping Vinny would win. I fucking was hoping for it.
He's so talented, too.
And Felipe Lins beat Josh Copeland, Cuddly Bear. Cuddly Bear at one point put his hands down. You ever watch that movie with Brian Dennehy and somebody? I think Ving Rhames, where he goes to jail and he becomes the king of the jail in like an underground boxing club in the jail. Anyway, Brian Dennehy, his main.
Although I love Brian Dennehy in general.
Brian Dennehy was like the villain.
Sure.
And he would win all his fights by just letting you punch him in the forehead, and then you would break his hand. You break your hand. Because so this is what this fucking guy did. At one point, Cuddly Bear just puts his hands down and puts his head like this and just lets these guys punch him in the head, hoping they would break his hand. And it didn't work. But unfortunately, he just kept.
Unfortunately, they actually knocked him the fuck out.
No, not really. They fucking stopped it, but it was a good fight. So happy for the PFL guys. Happy for the $1 million.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
You know who the real MVP of the UFC fights was Saturday
that?
night? Was referee Mike Beltran, dude.
Why is that?
He freaking blew up on Twitter after that because a lot of people hadn't seen him before. He's the ref with like the big giant,
I know exactly.
the giant mustache.
Yeah.
After Gus got defeated, he was like rubbing his back. It was like
That was weird, and I was like, if I'm a fighter, don't baby me in the fucking ring, okay?
Yeah.
I don't mind you being concerned for my health, but don't rub my back like pobrecito.
Yeah.
Are you okay, little baby?
Yeah.
Like if I'd be like, dude, get your fucking hands off me, man.
Yeah.
I'm fine, okay? I just took a bunch of shots to the face, but I hated that when he did that.
Really?
Now, I did like it in the fight when he was being very like controlling, and he's like, I'm not gonna have that during this fight. Don't fucking pull that finger in the eye shit. You know, he was very demonstrative and in charge in the fight. That I liked.
He's a great
when
ref.
He was rubbing his back at the end, like, dude, he's a fucking fight. Get your hand off his back.
Sure, yeah.
He made him look. He made him look kind of like a puss, even though he wasn't. Even though he took a real tough knockout, but when he's rubbing his back, like, cut that shit out. Go baby somebody else.
That's annoying. And then I hate when a guy beats another guy and then tries to lift him up and give him like piggyback rides. That happened to
That's
Brian
very cringy.
Caraway.
Yeah, that's very
And then
cringy.
happened to somebody else. And the guy on top.
Well, that's the other thing. When you're trying to help him up, it's like, dude, leave him down.
No, but they're putting him on their shoulders and
Right.
carrying him around in the.
That's wrong, yeah.
And people are like, put me the fuck down.
Yeah, I'm injured here.
I don't know where I'm at. Why am I 10 feet in the air?
I don't need a piggyback ride right now on your shoulders.
Yeah.
So according to Fabricio Verdum's manager, Verdum is done with the UFC.
I saw that. What's that about?
I don't know. Didn't he test positive for some stuff?
Yeah.
He kept failing his drug tests.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm done with them catching me doing shit.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna go to PFL.
well, I don't know. I don't understand what happened there. According to Mayweather's people, Khabib's management wants him to box Mayweather. I think I'm done with Mayweather fighting people in his sport. If he's beating the best boxers in the world, Khabib's not gonna have a fucking shot.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like it's doing anybody any good. There's not a MMA fighter that could beat Mayweather. Unless
Not
even
in boxing.
in
Not
boxing.
unless you drag him into an MMA fight. I mean, well, and that's the other thing. I think the real disadvantage isn't necessarily in boxing. It's in trying to shut down the other tools that you've spent your life developing to come into certain situations.
That's also boxing. I mean, a guy that's father is the champion.
But a
and uncle
boxer,
and-
it never thinks, oh, feet. Oh, takedown. Oh, double leg. Oh, this, that, oh, arm. They're not thinking any of that ever. Whereas, so what you're talking about is a fighter now having to focus on one tool and shut down all these instincts that he's built to be automatic.
Yeah.
And now he's got to say no to that and rethink. To me, that is the greatest challenge, and that's why it'll never work out.
There's a lot of things wrong with it. I mean, you also gets a guy that spent his whole life doing one thing. It's not gonna. You're not gonna.
Well, I mean, we saw this like when James
up.
Toney fought. The second he got on the ground, his legs were sticking straight out because no time in his life in a fight has he ever thought, use your fucking legs.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing in reverse.
So, They just announced that Nate Diaz will not fight Masvidal at UFC 235 in Las Vegas.
Sucks.
Yeah, I don't know, man. These Diaz brothers, I like the Diaz brothers. I'm always going to be fans of the Diaz brothers, but what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not getting any younger.
Yeah.
Both of them. And it's just like Nick Diaz, if you follow him on Instagram, it doesn't look very good.
He's like out in a club every single night.
He's drunk.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're that interested in fighting. They're interested in paychecks. And unless it's a monster paycheck where they're the star, they don't really give a fuck. And listen, they have that prerogative. If they're done with fighting that much, then they can do that. They can absolutely, that's their prerogative.
Yeah.
But it also does seem that like fighting is what keeps them sane in some ways, and I don't want to see these guys get arrested or
Well, I mean, listen, that's their life is their life,
Of course.
So,
but as fans of them, as people, as Nate, me and Nate have hung out a couple times, and Nate's a cool, nice, sweet guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I don't know Nick, but if you follow Nick on Instagram, it just looks like he's going through a meltdown.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't look good. Also, so they just said Cain Velasquez, obviously, versus Ngannou, January
awesome.
19th.
It's the first ESPN card?
Yeah.
Or is that the Henry Cejudo, TJ Dillashaw?
No,
Which one's first?
It says according to this, Cain Velasquez versus Ngannou had an ESPN debut on January 19th. It's a good fight. I mean, conventional wisdom says that Cain Velasquez is just going to wrestle fuck him and take him down, and Ngannou's not going to be able to touch him. But that's what your boy Curtis Blades tried to do, and it didn't go very well either.
Yeah, that's true.
Ngannou has that fucking power. I mean,
Yeah.
and Dos Santos knocked Cain out. I mean, Ngannou, I think it's harder than Dos Santos if he touches you.
Yeah.
But is Ngannou going to train wrestling? Does he train? Is he
wrestling defense.
high level wrestling defense? So high level. I mean,
but that I think he'll train defense. I don't think he'll train a lot on the ground. I think he'll train a lot of defense.
who do you think wins that fight?
I think Francis wins by knockout.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
Of course. Because
Of course. I mean, of course.
we haven't seen Kane fight in like 20 years. We don't know what's going to show up. We don't know what's going to happen with Kane. He can come out.
What happened with GSP? Everyone said, "Oh, Bisping," including me. Oh, I'm the one who said that. Fucking. Oh well, GSP hasn't fought in 6 years. Bisping's gonna take him apart.
Yeah.
Fuck, was I wrong on that one? So that doesn't necessarily always mean long layoffs. Doesn't always mean But you're right.
true.
Usually, the more active fighter, I would think, does better, but not always. Holly Holm versus Aspen
Well,
Ladd.
because sometimes they're coming in with damage and the other guy's coming in rested and trained. I mean that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aspen Ladd versus Holly Holm. It's a good fight.
Yeah, I got Holly in that fight.
Really?
I just think she's a better striker. I mean, I think Aspen is a better grappler than Holly Holm. But I think if it stays on the feet, I think Holly Holm can take it.
But also, Aspen's never lost. She doesn't know how to lose.
Yeah, that's a factor too.
We haven't dealt with that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, Aspen beat fucking our girl Tanya. That was crazy. I was like, Tanya's got this, and
Did Holly win the last fight, or she's still on a losing streak?
she won her last fight.
She did win the last one.
Yeah. John Lineker versus Corey Sandhagen is fighting in Brooklyn. Corey Sandhagen is the guy that had his arm ripped off, didn't tap, and somehow won. Remember, he fought somebody who was like
The name is familiar. I just don't.
he
know
was
what
getting the
looks
shit
like.
beaten out of him, and then just came back.
Should be a fun fight then.
It's going to be a really
I
good
still love
fight.
Holly Holm though.
I do too.
I think she's very sexy.
She was looking hot at the fights, dude. She had this dress on. where
Dude,
it's
she
like
wears
her
those
titties
tight.
are hanging out.
I love it.
Yeah.
That pretty blonde hair, that straight blonde hair.
Yeah, top
Always been
5
a
asses in
fan.
the UFC.
I've always been a fan of straight blonde hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Like on Adam? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gets me so hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's wrestle.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Give me a boner timeout.
Let's do it. So, all right. So we're going to talk to Tatiana Suarez right now.
Future champ, dude.
I believe it.
All right.
I honestly believe it.
I've stopped labeling people future champ because that's, for me, when I say it, it's a kiss of death.
Well, pretty much anybody who calls into the show is a future champ.
Yes.
There you go. Like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's call Tatiana.
By the way, where's Vince Pichel at? He hasn't been on the show in like
know.
6
Hey,
months.
Vince, come on back, buddy. Where
the
are
hell,
you, brother?
dude?
Good point.
Give us some Pichel. Give us some Pichel from hell.
Stop doing construction. Just get over here and spit some game, dude.
Yeah, and did you ever hook up with that other gal, that other fighter that you had that, who was that he was flirting with?
Jessie Jess, and
We're
she's
gonna
calling
have
into the
her,
show
Oh,
today.
right, yeah, that's right. It was Jessie Jess. That's right. Let's talk to her about it. Maybe her and Vince are knocking boots, and that's where he's been.
Hopefully.
Hello.
Hello. Is this Jessie Jess?
Hey.
Hey, you're on the MMA
You
Roasted.
told me 3:15.
I know, but the other girl didn't pick up. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Can we do it now? Is that cool?
yeah, I'm good.
All right. So we got Jessie Jess, the beautiful, talented, sweet, fun, flirt girl on the podcast.
And also amazing fighter. And also amazing fighter.
Yeah. How are you, Jess?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Now,
It's been a good holiday period.
Now, Jess, I went to Milwaukee. Okay, I had a show the night before. I wanted to see your fight. I couldn't wait. And then what happened? What happened?
I passed out. It was my weight cut. Felt like it was going really well, but clearly the results speak for themselves.
Now,
I just passed out and then got taken to hospital.
Yeah, I heard you passed out on the scale. Is that true?
No, I passed out at 3 o'clock that morning.
So you were working out. Were you in the steam room, or were you on where were you when you passed out?
We just finished working out, and then I was back in my room because we were going to nap for a bit and then go to the sauna at 5.
Oh.
So I was going to the bathroom, and then my body was like, "Fuck you, Jesse," and that was that.
No, now, so somebody found you in the bathroom? Was it mid pee?
No, I was fully dressed. I think I was in there doing my makeup or something, trying to make myself look pretty and not so depleted. I was brushing my hair. I can't remember what I was doing.
Oh my! You're lucky you didn't
But I was not
fucking hit your head.
Don't tell people that.
You're lucky you didn't hit your head. Get a concussion.
Yeah, I know. I was very lucky.
So now I thought you were doing great at 135. I thought you were fucking people up. You had power. You had a nice, build, great butt. You look strong. Are we gonna go back up to 135?
Yeah. My butt will be bigger at 135 at least.
There you go. But also, I bet you're gonna be just as good. You're gonna be better because you won't be all depleted.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. I've always had to spend every single day watching what I eat and being real careful and making sure I'm running every day. And fuck me, I haven't run in well over a month now, and it's been amazing. I've been eating rice every day. I've been eating chocolate. It's incredible.
Nice. There you go.
Well, don't you think sometimes it's more important to be comfortable?
Absolutely. Now, your parents came from Australia, came to Milwaukee, and then you drove back to Vegas with them?
No, they drove from Vegas and were driving to Milwaukee. And then when I called them on the Friday morning to say, hey, I'm bouncing back to Vegas, they ended up staying in Ohio somewhere and then flew from Ohio back to Vegas on the Monday. So I didn't really get to see him. I only hung out with them Monday night and then drove them to LA for their flight on Tuesday, and that was it. Fuck.
But they love you. They understood, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and they still got to have a pretty cool holiday anyway. They've been to more places in America than I have.
Right. Now, do we have another fight lined up?
No, we've been talking to them about the end of March, early April. It's just, everyone that I'm asking for, they're like, but. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Who do you want to fight?
I want to fight Betch, man.
Ooh.
I think that'd be a good fight.
Betch Gahea, I like it.
Yeah.
Betch Gahea.
Yeah, funny. So Betch, when I was still in Brisbane fighting on the regional scene, I want to say 2013. I remember I had an old Irish gypsy boxing coach, and we were training at 4:30 a.m. one morning, and it was right after Betch had fought. I can't remember what fight, but the next morning I went to train with my boxing coach Sean, and I was just trash talking Betch. And I'm like, one day I'm going to get to fight her. One day I'll get there and I'll fight her. She was my target, because I thought she was pretty terrible. And now, it just hit me the other day. I was like, I called this in 2013 that I was going to get to fight her one day.
Nice.
We'll see if it happens yet or not, but definitely that's what I'm working on.
Well, everyone that I know that trains with you and that knows you says that your potential is unlimited and that your biggest enemy is you. But that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody says, So now, why did you leave Syndicate? What happened there?
I'd been wanting to leave for a little while. But I was stuck in this cycle of being really unhappy and then sitting down and speaking to Wood about it. And we'd kind of come up with a Band-Aid solution. and I'd be good for a couple of weeks, and then I'd go back through that. And it was happening too consistently. So I just, maybe switching 3 weeks before a fight wasn't ideal, but I was kind of like, I was unhappy going into the Singapore fight against Jessica Ai, and I didn't want to risk that happening again. So it's like, all right, I'm going to cut the cycle now, or this is just going to keep happening, and I'll win this fight, and then I'll think of another reason to stay, and then in 3 months I'll be really unhappy again. So yeah, it was just time for me to go. My time there was done.
So where are you now?
I'm still in Vegas right now. I'm doing some work at Extreme Couture, but I'll be doing all my camps out of CSA, Combat Sport Academy, up in the Bay Area.
Oh, nice. Who's over there?
They got tons of people. They got a lot of girls, like Miriam Nakamoto. Obviously, Gina Carano was from there. They got Zoila and her sister Stephanie. And then they've got Gaston Bolanos from Bellator. So I'm mainly going there to work with him a lot more because I think he's incredible.
Well, that's great. I mean, look, it's good.
They cross-train with Team Alpha Male a lot too. So, like, I know they do a lot of their wrestling and stuff with the Team Alpha Male boys.
Well, listen, I'm obviously friends with your old trainer, John Wood. I'm friends with you. I think you guys are both great people and both great. I think he's a great trainer. I think you're a great athlete, but sometimes getting different looks is a good thing. So.
Yeah. I just needed something new, I think.
Now, I do got to talk to you about you being a tease because our co-host, it seemed like our co-host Vince Pichel was in there. It seemed like I was rooting for him. Yeah. We were all rooting for him.
Sparks were flying, starting forest fires. We had to put them out. There were so many sparks flying.
Right.
Yep.
And then you guys were sending each other pictures. I didn't see the pictures, but I heard there was some interesting pictures being sent to each other.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm like, all right, Vince is going to be, he's going to cross the goal line.
Right.
Yeah. He's got this. Yes. A win for Vince is a win for all of us.
He's in there like swimwear.
Now, he said, that, I don't want to quote him, but it seems that you might have let him on and then ghosted it. Is there any truth to that?
I didn't ghost him. We just stopped talking for a little while.
Sounds like
Vince and I have this relationship where we'll talk and we'll talk and we'll talk and then we don't. And then we talk again a little bit more, and then we don't.
But have you guys ever actually hung out with each other?
Getting into accidents and fucking doing dumb shit, you know.
That's true. He is getting into accidents, doing dumb shit. But did he go to Vegas and was like, hey, let's hang out?
No.
And then you were like, not. You were like, oh, I'll be whatever. And then all of a sudden, your phone doesn't work.
No way.
Oh.
No way.
Did you catfish him? Be real.
We were gonna catch up. We were gonna catch up in LA once, and then I think I left before we were going to. I can't remember why.
And Joe, what happened with you and her too?
But I know I left.
And now our boy Weendawg says something similar happened to him. What happened?
You know, it's funny you said that. Something very similar happened to me with Jessie Jess. I went all the way to Las Vegas to specifically see Jessie Jess.
Yep.
You know, she said she'd give me a tour.
Specifically?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
She said she'd give me she said she'd give me a tour of the UFC Performance Institute.
Right.
And I get there, I'm at the door of the UFC Performance Institute waiting for her to let me in because they have good security there. You have to, like,
It's a little creepy, but go on.
yeah, I'm waiting there. I'm like, what the hell's Jessie Jess? She said 3:00, whatever it was. And she says, oh, I can't meet up with you today because I have a fight coming up and I'm training.
Oh.
So I had to walk all the way back.
Well, she had no idea she had a fight coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's ridiculous, Jess. You
the
left
hell,
at the
dude?
fucking door?
Yeah,
Wait, what happened?
Funny story is I was actually in the PI with all the security, and we were on the other side of the door laughing at him trying to get in. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
That sucks, man.
Wow.
I mean, I don't want to say that part. I don't want to mention that part. That's embarrassing. Come on.
Shit, that is a burn, baby.
Wow.
Deep burn. Why? Why would you do that?
That's so mean, Jess.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, he's creepy, but he's not like CB Gold creepy.
No.
yeah, no, he's not that level.
Yeah.
No, he's an innocent kid.
Yeah.
He's only been with 2 girls,
Yeah.
we think.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of them may have been a dude.
I'm
We're
going to
not
have
sure.
to edit this. I don't want people to know I was out there screaming at the gate.
Oh,
Come
man.
on,
No,
man.
I had every intention of taking it of like showing him around there. I can't remember what came up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
Because
right.
because he came, Weendawg came in that stage where I just left Syndicate, and all my training, I was like 2 weeks out from the fight, and all my training was all over the place.
So, Jess, you're saying
I
you're
know I
not
had
a tease. It seems
I
like
know I had
this
a real reason because I felt terrible.
seems like this is a common theme here that, like, you like to get guys excited give them boners, and then you just walk away laughing.
Which, by the way,
Yeah, I'm a big fan of giving dudes bonus and then just walking away.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite.
I actually like
thing
that
to
of
do.
it.
Just
I do like that.
Jesse, what are you doing on the weekend? Just giving these dudes bonus and then walking away.
Yeah.
which is perfect for Adam and I, because he's married, I'm in a long-term relationship, so that's as far as we can go.
Yeah.
So really, yes, feel free to give us boners and then walk away.
Yeah.
That's what we're good at.
Yeah.
But
Me too. Yeah.
But poor Weendawg here, he was hoping to do something with that.
he was
brought-
that was like his Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I brought
thing. He was-
condoms, lube. I was ready, dude.
that's a little strange.
Massage
A little
oils.
too far there.
sorry.
See, and that's how you get left at the door.
Sorry.
That's how you get left at the door.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God! It's all right.
Well, I'm really glad I ghosted now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. So Jess, are you seeing anyone now?
No.
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 All right.
Well,
We got to get Vince back here. Because Vince is like he was going through a tough time. He was depressed. He was like he's been kind of in like a rut. And I thought that you'd be
Vince is so emotional though. I don't know if I can deal with that.
Yeah.
Can't handle emotional boys.
Yeah, I kind of hear you with that.
Yeah,
but
Vince, you
he's a
bitch.
great guy. but he's a great guy. He's like such a good guy, and he's a tough guy. He's a real man's man. And I just thought that you guys would be cute together. Like
Yeah.
I really thought you and Vince would hit it off.
Yeah.
You know, because you could both have
Yeah,
problems.
we will, and we will hit it off at the two best friends that anyone could have. I don't date. I just give dudes bonus and then leave them.
Yeah.
Right, and girls. Remember that remember you became a lesbian for 2 weeks, and you stayed at my
Yes,
place.
Adam.
Yes.
Yes, Adam. I remember Adam. I could never forget Adam.
Okay, that's so funny.
you can always go back to that. That door's always
she's
open.
not a good.
from what I
She's not
hear.
a good lesbian.
Yeah.
She's not a good.
Talk about emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, did Dana?
But she was.
Did the UFC contact you and say like, "Hey, don't worry about it. We'll get you another fight. Don't worry, it's okay."
Yeah, we spoke to Mick Maynard, and he was like, "Yeah, I think 135 is a good move. You'll kill it there."
Have you thought
It's
about
like
maybe?
there's not a whole lot going on at 35 right now, so it might be nice. To have a little bit of personality.
Of course, the PFL championship. They have a girl. They're looking for 150. They're going to give $1 million to the winner of the 155-pound women's division. Right now they have one girl, Kayla Harrison.
Yeah.
Now, why wouldn't now if I was a girl like you, 135? I mean, why not put on 20 pounds and go up? This girl only has 4 fights or 3 fights. She has no
true,
experience.
But I could, I guess, but there's a lot more perks to be where I'm at right now than making $1 million in PFL. Because then I get taxed a retarded amount because I'm foreign as well, so I'd only end up making like $100,000.
That's still a lot more than you're gonna make for fighting Betch
That's
Kahea,
true.
right? I mean,
That's true.
I mean,
right now I make a little bit less, and I don't have to get really fat, so that kind of works for me.
I know, but there are so many girls out there right now that I'm like, man, they're walk around at 150, and I'm like, dude, just fight
Yeah.
it. I mean, what do you walk around at?
We're at 150.
Fuck, why not just try the PFL? I'm like $1 million, and the second place gets $250,000. So even if you don't win it, you get $250,000.
Worth it, dude.
So do you think I should leave the UFC now while I'm at the beginning of my contract?
I don't
Go
know.
fight for
It depends
PFL
on-
and then come back and go, hey, I know I left to go make some money, but is it cool if I come back again?
Hey, look, if you win the PFL tournament, you could probably come back pretty easy. But I would honestly look and see how many girls, because right now I know Cindy Dandois wants to do it, Sarah Kaufman wants to do it. I mean, those are girls that you had a good fight with Sarah Kaufman. I think you could beat Sarah Kaufman.
Do
I think
not
you could
take career advice from Adam Hunter.
$1 million.
But she knows she wants her career to go the way she wants it to go. She's in the UFC. I mean, you're trying to take away from the big leagues.
I'm not $1 million.
Everyone that you just mentioned are all people who got to the UFC, got cut, and are now begging every
Greg.
single day in a very public way to come back.
All right,
Yeah.
Greg. Greg,
I have no doubt they're thinking about going to do it.
Okay, Greg,
But
you
I'm
could make
good.
$18,000 to play the Comedy Cellar New Year's Eve, right?
Okay.
Or you can make $1 million to do the Broadway Comedy Club. What are you going to do?
Okay, those aren't equitable at all. What we're talking about is the difference between being in like a network television show or doing a YouTube channel.
If I'm making $1 million versus 18,000,
okay, but the TV show has the probability of making you millions of dollars over your entire career.
No, it doesn't. John Jones just made $500,000 last
But that's
week.
because the guy's been in the doghouse for 5 years.
But so did everybody on the 3 highest paid people.
Listen,
Cyborg.
when you make it to the bigs, you stay in the bigs.
Dude, Cyborg. First of all, Cyborg made $500,000. John Jones, the best fighter in the world, made $500,000. Just fucking,
listen, guys.
Lance Palmer made $1 million.
Listen, a lot of guys get paid a lot of money to go play basketball in Europe and China and shit like that, but they don't go until they're out of the NBA.
We're talking about $1 million.
They will always take the contract in the NBA every day.
Are you out of your? You got
every day of the week.
Okay,
I'm with you, Jesse.
No,
don't listen to this
when you want to buy a house, right? And you want to buy a car, and you want to have a family. All right, and those things cost a lot of money. Okay, are you going to pay with? Hey, I'm in the UFC, but I only have.
But the potential for the UFC to actually make you a long-term star is there. It's not there with those other things.
$1 million, dude.
But she's already in the UFC.
$1 million.
I get paid way more from external sources just because I'm in the UFC that I wouldn't get paid if I was in PFL.
That's because you're from Australia, and you're the only female from Australia.
That's
okay.
True.
Okay, that's the
That's true, but imagine I left my UFC contract right now and went to PFL to compete for the $1 million and got flat because that judo bitch is fucking huge. And I'm only little.
That's a reason not to do it.
And then I make no money, and I go, fuck.
That's a reason not to do it.
All right, Adam, are you gonna buy me my house and my car and pay for my family now?
You could always cat sit again as long as you're a lesbian. You can cat sit anytime you want. All right.
Yeah, I got a cat.
I don't want you banging Vince on my bed, but you can fucking bang girls from South Carolina. So
thanks.
No, look, I'm just saying that like a lot of the fighters, if I'm ranked number 14 in Bellator or UFC or 8, and I'm getting paid 15 and 15 or 20 and 20, and I'm looking over and I'm seeing that Lewis Taylor is getting $1 million, just got $1 million, and this one's getting $1 million. And Cuddly Bear just fought for $1 million. I'm going to the fucking PFL. Sorry.
Yeah, go and ask any of them if they wish they were in the UFC. For real.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm
exactly.
sorry. They could. They're retired now. They just financed their house. They're retired.
Yeah, but not everyone's fighting just to make money. Is the thing.
Not everyone.
That's not. I guarantee your first $1 million payday is going to be just there. That's just going to make you want to make money.
Because
more.
you're also a hot girl. You're always going to be all right.
Yeah.
Okay. You're also a hot chick. Okay?
Boy, wow. Adam. No.
Things are going to be okay.
Shut the fuck
Things are going to be okay for you.
No. You're talking to a strong, independent woman who has her own career in mind, who's in the big leagues, man.
I know. And I'm happy for her. And that biggest thing is that she's not 155. She's 135 and almost can make 125 if she just doesn't eat too much. Okay. But the point is that if she was 155 or if I'm a guy, a lot of these guys out there, I don't know. Look, I love the UFC.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm all for the UFC. It's my favorite organization. I support the UFC grandly. But $1 million is $1 million, and it's a lot of fucking money. It's a lot of money, dude. It's not a lot of money.
It isn't actually. You can go through any amount of money. A career is more important than a single paycheck.
Yeah, but you're acting as if like a fighter who loses might not get cut.
Oh, agreed. But again,
it's not like when you get to UFC, you're gonna get like a guaranteed 5-fight contract. You lose 2 fights in a row, you're usually out.
What if she doesn't win that? What if she gets hit by some lucky shot and doesn't win the $1 million? Now she's lost her chance in the big leagues, and she didn't win the $1 million.
You could always fight way back.
So says you. So says the guy who's
No one let Adam run their career for them.
No kidding. His management company is shut down before it starts.
Whatever. Okay. If I'm managing fucking people, I'm telling them go with the fucking. Anyway, I don't know. What do I know? Anyway, so what do you get for the holidays? Any good gifts?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
It's like I hit 30 and then people just go, she doesn't need presents anymore.
Oh, really?
I almost bought myself another dog.
Oh,
But
you're very cute dog.
Weendawg was waiting for you with a whole armload of presents.
Yeah, what the hell,
And it's too
dude?
bad. It's too bad you didn't get to the door because he was ready to shower you with gifts. So
Yeah.
that sucks. That sucks. That's your
Yeah.
loss.
Well, I actually have a question for Jesse Jess.
What's that?
Hey, Jesse Jess.
Yes.
what?
It's me, Weendawg.
This is why she
Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
this is why she doesn't open the door, dude.
First of all, I'm actually in a relationship, and I've been researching because
I know,
sometimes
you actually you bring that up every time we speak. Literally every time we talk, you're like, actually, I'm in a relationship. I don't know if anyone knows, but I'm actually in a relationship, guys.
oh,
That's
yeah.
some hot talk.
Yeah, it's true. But I'm in a relationship. I want to have I want to have a healthy sexual relationship because now we're finally making love. So I was wondering.
Are you really?
Yeah, dude.
Wait, you had sex with her?
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Okay, we'll have to wait till after this phone call to just cover this. Okay.
All right, go on.
I notice sometimes it's not good to rush into sex because the girl might have a dry vagina. So I heard something about foreplay, and I was wondering, is foreplay really that important? And also,
let's go with that.
if it is important, what kind of foreplay do you like? And also, what exactly is foreplay?
Oh my God.
And also, are you a squirter?
Whoa. Whoa.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
These are all very good
I
questions.
respectfully decline to answer any of Weendawg's.
Thank you, Jesse Jess.
It's fine. It's fine.
Definitely.
It's fine.
All right, Jess,
I'll edit
I
this
see that
out.
you're at the Ice House. You were at the Ice House 5 days ago with Brendan Schaub. And
Yeah.
what happened there? What's going on here?
What do you mean?
Meaning, you're at a comedy club and it wasn't me or Greg's. This is. I'm very hurt. I see you with George Lopez.
Hey, I just get dragged along on monster trips. I just get dragged along to where I get dragged along to.
you went to go see.
Brendan's with Monster now, so we went there because I guess I sponsored him. And Brendan's a monster
Oh, he's
athlete
okay.
or comedian or something.
Right, got it. How was the show?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Nice.
It was way better than I was expecting it to be.
Okay.
Because I've never listened to a single word that Brendan's ever said about anything ever.
Yeah.
That was my first introduction to it. It was pretty funny.
Nice. And then I see that you.
It's not Adam Hunter, but
That's what I'm talking
he's doing
about.
all right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That. All right, now I love you again.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I am leaving my wife, and you are now a new stepmom. Just so you know. Congratulations, you have a beautiful 5-month-old daughter to look out for.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. So listen, Jesse Jess, I like it. I'm looking at your Instagram right now. You said you're walking out of toxic people in your life. It's good. I like it. This is good. I like the new Jesse Jess. This is good.
I like that picture. Yeah, this is probably my favorite.
Yeah, I know. And this is what you do. This is what girls do, right? They put a picture, Greg, of like her ass showing.
Yeah, let me
you can
see.
see her
Yeah.
butt.
Yeah.
Everything's great. Then she's like, just want to know that and some kind of crazy quote. But of course,
Have a
guys
good year.
are like looking like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, toxic people.
You know, actually,
I really believe in this girl. I really believe what she has to say.
Yes, of course.
I follow this Instagram account. It's just pictures of all MMA chicks in their asses, and Jesse Jess's ass was featured in one of their recent posts.
That's great, Weendawg.
Yeah.
So listen, Jess, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, and we miss you. And thank you for being such a special and adorable and sweet person.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. Take care, Jess.
Bye.
All right, that was Jessie Jess.
That was great. She's wonderful.
She really is. Right?
Yeah, she didn't answer my questions, but it's all right.
I think she would have answered a lot of them had you not said the whole squirter thing.
Well, I mean, everybody wants to know that. I did that for the fans. I did that one for the fans.
I think
Come
you did
on.
that for you. I don't feel
For
like
the
that's it. Don't
fans.
drag me in with that group.
Come on.
Listen, and if you want to know a girl's a squirter, make her squirt.
I've never
Yeah.
really been a whole big into squirter.
But
like,
wait, we can't do the next call yet. We have to talk about his sex life.
this girl, we have the UFC possible next champion on who
Yeah,
just texted me.
I mean, it's not
Oh,
as
she's
important as
ready
my
now.
sex
Okay.
life.
Ready now. What's up, people? Listen, sexual performance issues more common than you think. Over 25% of new ED cases are guys under the age of 40, and 40% of men by age 40 struggle from not being able to get and maintain an erection. Even the world's greatest actor can't fake one. Why do guys turn to weird solutions or do nothing? Well, they can turn to medicine and science. I'm telling you, people, okay? Get it together, all right? You don't want to struggle with that thing down there. It's not fun. No bueno. The solution, go to forhims.com. It's a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness for men, all right? I'm telling you, you don't want to finally get that girl or guy back to your place, then it's insulting. They take it personal. Trust me, it's never a fun thing, all right? And Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat ED. All right, there's no waiting room, no awkward in-person doctor visits, no lines. Save hours by going to forhims.com. It is so easy. Being your best means performing your best. It's erectile without the dysfunction. It's hard made easy. Say hello to your little friend, all right? You could try Hims for a month today, but for just $5. We'll get you started for just $5 while supplies last. See the website for full details. This would cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy. Go to forhims.com/MMA Roasted. That's forhims.com/MMA Roasted. Forhims.com/MMA Roasted. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission-free. Okay, they strive to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy. It's a non-intimidating way for stock market newcomers to invest for the first time with true confidence. Okay? They got no commission fees. Other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade. But Robinhood doesn't charge commission fees. They don't keep all of your profits. The design is very easy to use, okay? And you learn by doing. Learn to invest as you build your portfolio. Discover new stocks and track favorites companies with personalized news feeds, okay? Listen, they're giving listeners a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at MMARoasted.robinhood.com. That's MMARoasted.robinhood.com. Once again, MMARoasted.robinhood.com. Check them out right now. So, you finally got laid, huh?
You know what, dude? Finally got laid again. I broke my second virginity.
How was it?
It's pretty good.
Did she bleed?
No, come on. I mean, maybe. It was in the dark. I didn't see shit.
Hello, is this Tatiana Suarez?
Hi.
Hi, you are so much better at fighting than picking up the phone. So, congratulations on that. So,
Thanks.
how are you?
How am I?
Yes.
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. How was your Christmas? How was your New Year?
It was pretty cool. It was fun. To spend time with my family, and then New Year's was fun, just dancing and karaoke.
Yeah, love that.
There you go. Now, Tatiana, you are now
You know,
7. Go on.
What?
What were you saying? Go
I
on.
said, I got those vocals.
Of course. Of course. Are you a good singer?
No. No.
Oh, well, yeah, listen, yeah, you're
In the shower, I'm really good.
Oh, we'll all have to come watch that.
Yeah, nice.
Now, Tatiana, by the way, congrats on your recent fight against Carla Esparza. Carla Esparza is one tough woman, great fighter, great wrestler, and you looked outstanding. Holy shit. Good work.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Did that fight go like you thought it was going to go?
Like what?
Did that fight go like you thought it was going to go?
Yeah, I just thought she's a good wrestler, but I'm definitely have like better accolades, and I knew that my wrestling is far better than hers, and then also my jiu-jitsu is pretty good. I've been doing it for a while. I feel like I transitioned very well into jiu-jitsu from wrestling. I know sometimes like some wrestlers, they are challenged by that transition, but I feel like I transitioned well into it. And then, she does, she kind of like blitzes in, and that's perfect for me because, I'm just gonna change levels and shoot. So yeah, it pretty much went the way I thought it was gonna go.
Now you looked amazing. And now I think that you're being overlooked. I think you should be in every conversation for the next title shot because I don't know who's going to beat you. I honestly think that you would run through. I hate to say it because I like Rose, but I think that to be a tough night for Rose. I don't think anyone could beat you.
Oh, thank you. That's the plan. I'm just working hard in the meantime, and then whatever comes, I think possibly they're gonna give me Nina just because she beat Claudia recently, and we're ranked number 3 at the time, both of us at the same time. So I don't know if they're gonna maybe part us so that there's still 2, up and comers, or if they're gonna put us together and let us fight for that 3rd spot.
Who's
but
that?
I imagine they're gonna give the shot to Andrade, and then whoever wins that, I think, the winner between me and Nina will have the next title shot, just because Joanna already had her shot, so.
2 of them actually. Now, who do you think wins that?
Yeah.
Who do you think wins that fight between Andrade and Rose?
I think Rose can win. I think Andrade, she has power and stuff, but I just think like Rose's range and kickboxing is a little bit more, really finely tuned, and she's just, she's also well-rounded. But I think, I don't know. I'd like to see, maybe Andrade try to take it to the ground. I don't know how Rose would do with that. I have no idea. Because Andrade is pretty powerful. She kept Claudia down, but I mean, I don't know. We should see. I thought I was impressed by that performance against Claudia, and then obviously the one against Carolina. I don't know how you say her name, but yeah, I think she's been doing well. But I think Rose might get her on the feet.
Interesting. Now, what weight do you walk around at?
Me, 130.
Because it seems like you just go in there. I don't know if you're just stronger than everybody, but you look like you're physically much more imposing than everyone you fight.
I just think this is the way I'm built. It's just a little different than everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, holy shit. You look great. I'm actually like, I can't wait to. Now, have they talked to you about your next fight at all?
I asked for a fight, not like maybe a couple months ago, and they're. Like right before the Toronto card, like it was 2 weeks or 2 before the Toronto card, and then they're like, well, we're looking to see, we're waiting on something. Because I told them like, hey, I'll fight at 125 in the meantime, and then whatever happens at 115, because I'm waiting, for whoever, wins this title shot or whatever, and then, I'll take a matchup after that. But it was just taking a long time. I was just getting impatient, so I asked for any weight class, like 125 or 115. I didn't really care, because then I really wouldn't have to cut any weight, and it'd be cool just to fight at that weight class and see how it feels without a weight cut at all.
It's just not fair because, in my opinion, Tatiana Suarez should be a fucking household name. She's murdering everybody. She's basically like that. They say they're calling her the female Khabib. She is the female Khabib, and you're not getting the respect you deserve. And it's bullshit, because. And I think a lot of times, like McGregor had Ireland behind him, or certain people have certain things, But she's kind of just getting in this day of like WWE MMA. She needs something behind her,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We need a leaked sex tape.
You think that's what it is? A leaked sex tape?
Yeah, dude. Look how good it did for Randy Couture.
Oh my God! Someone sent me that link on Twitter.
Randy Couture?
Yeah.
I don't think it really did very good for him.
He's gonna make millions of dollars.
No, he's not.
He's not?
What, by like the lawsuit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Do you still have the same boyfriend, Tatiana?
What?
Do you still have that same boyfriend?
Yeah.
Have you guys thought about a leaked sex tape between you two?
No.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, I'm just trying here. Just trying to.
We're throwing ideas around.
Yeah, just throwing ideas around. Just like shitstorming. Don't take any of this personal.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, how's it going with you and your boyfriend?
Great.
No
Good
ring.
answer. Solid. I like that.
How come there's no ring or anything? Or what's he waiting for?
Huh?
What is he waiting for?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, I think you're asking the wrong person.
You'd have to ask him that.
Yeah.
Are you putting?
we're both pretty young, and we already lived together, so I don't know. It's kind of like.
Are you putting any like pressure on him? Are there any hints around there? Like, wow, the doorbell sounds like a ring, or something. No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, no. That's so fun.
That's so fun. I'm just saying.
That's what you should do. You should come out dressed as a bride.
Really?
Yeah, with flower girls and the whole thing.
Yeah,
and just be
that's a good idea,
And just
dude.
be like, listen, after this fight, I'm either marrying that guy or I'm beating him up too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you thought about maybe proposing to him?
Oh my god, he tells me that all the time. I would never do it.
Why not? You're a Renaissance woman. You're a national champion wrestler. You're an undefeated fighter, but you're too good to propose to your boyfriend. This is sexism.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know what I want, so I want to make sure that he knows what he wants.
Right.
So
That's right.
it's
That's
fine.
right.
Now, when you get mad at him, do you yell at him in English or Spanish?
Huh?
When you get mad at him, do you curse him out in Spanish or English? Hello?
Sign language.
I can't hear you, sorry.
So sometimes I know that when Mexican people, they get mad, even though you're American, but of Mexican descent, that they curse people out in Spanish.
Yeah.
When they get very angry. Sometimes in English. So when you yell at your boyfriend, is it in Spanish or English?
It's in English.
Oh, okay, all right. Just curious, right? There you go. I always find it kind of hot when a Latin girl starts yelling at me in Spanish.
Yeah, or any language in that fact. Any woman screaming in their native language is very hot.
You think so, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tatiana, any questions for us?
Yeah, interview us.
No?
Wait. No, I don't have any questions.
Now, last time you were supposed to come to the comedy show, you're like, I'm going, and then you never came. Are you going to do that again next time we're in the same town? Because I was very hurt. Everyone was waiting for you. I told the whole crowd you were coming.
No one was waiting for me.
Yeah, everybody was like, we can't wait for Tatiana to come. The people had, CB had 19 posters, but then you never showed up. So... Not cool.
I don't remember I thought it was somewhere else. I thought I was so confused.
Yeah, and then I had you presenting an award last year for the MMA Awards, and you didn't get back to me till the day after. You're like, oh shit, sorry, I thought I sent this text. And I was like, I was gonna have you present an award. This year I'll have you do it though, this year. If you want.
Okay, this year. To who?
For the, I don't know, what award do you want to present?
Well, not to another girl in my weight class.
Okay. Whoa. Wow. This girl's competitive.
God.
Damn. That's fucking shots fired right there. Shots fired. So, thank you. All right. So, well, listen.
Nah, I don't care about that. I'm just kidding.
So, do you get any good Christmas gifts for Feliz Navidad? Did you get any good gifts for Feliz Navidad? Any good Christmas gifts?
I got a really cool backpack from some cool company. I don't know what company it is, but it is a nice backpack. It's pretty cool.
That's great.
But what did your boyfriend get you?
That's what he got me.
He got you something from a company?
He got her a backpack.
company.
Something that she could use and reminder of him every day.
This is a very meaningful
backpack?
gift.
Solid gift.
Really? A backpack? Damn.
It's like a luggage company. It's a really nice backpack. Because I always have backpacks, and I like backpacks because I don't know, I like them better than person sometimes because you can just put it on your back.
You don't think he was telling her to take a hike?
Oh.
No?
Boo.
You don't think he was telling you to take a hike?
No.
Or no?
Did I tell him to take a hike?
No,
No,
maybe that's what he was telling you by giving you a backpack. Go take a hike. Maybe that.
Oh, no. He just knows me, and he knows I like backpacks.
All right, that's cool. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Greg. We have amazing sound effects here at the fucking MMA Roasted show. Listen, it's all right. So, and then where did you get him?
I got him a Nixon watch, and then I got him some Adidas sweatpants and a shirt and a sweatshirt. Nice.
I got my wife some kind of curling iron that was $700. Some fucking Dyson. It was 4 weeks. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. She's a good mom.
The
Is that what she
Dyson
asked
curling
for?
iron? You got her a Dyson curling iron?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, those are nice. My brother got his wife a curling iron too.
Yeah, it was like $700. The thing was fucking expensive.
Wow.
I know.
The blow dryer is like $500.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got her the blow dryer / curling iron. It's some state of the art thing. It was like, because she was like, I was like, what do you want?
Oh.
And then she told me, but then she's like, but it's so expensive, so you could just give me money towards it. I'm like, that's bullshit. I'm not gonna give you $100 towards a good gift. You know, like
that's
I'm
weird. Yeah.
I'm like, just fucking. That's what you're getting, but don't give me that. Give me money towards it. You know, I'm like, come on. But she's a great mom and like a great wife, so I had to, reward her for being so good.
Well, at least she was trying to like be considerate.
She is, but she was also. I think she was really mad at me at the time too. So it was also one of those gifts of like, please don't
do it.
Like a please don't hate me.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. But I do love her.
Please don't hate me.
Do you want to have kids one day?
What? Yeah, but it's gonna be a long time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Take your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know this girl, Greg, was the best wrestler in America in high school.
All right.
And the world too. She was the best wrestler in the whole world.
Could she beat you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, now
I'd give you $100 to see that.
I don't. Now she could. In my heyday, I don't know. Back in my prime, when I was in college wrestling at Binghamton, there was a good week where I was like, I could fuck up most people.
Yeah.
But that was 23 years ago. So that was older than she is. So, but yeah, she could fuck me up. She's a beast. She's a beast.
Awesome.
She's a beast. And I would be very proud. I don't know. We'll have to roll one day. Just takedowns.
Yeah.
I may be able to catch her in something that she's not expecting. Maybe a Japanese arm throw or something, or fucking something.
Well, now she is expecting it because you just told her.
I know, but I told her that thinking that I wouldn't be dumb enough to actually do it.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna do it. So.
Oh boy, that's funny.
Well, listen. Thanks for coming on the podcast. Don't forget us when you're the champion, okay? Don't forget us when you're the champ.
You always say that, and like I always say I'll go on the show.
Yeah, because everyone forgets us. Kevin,
Exactly. He always says it because people keep doing it to us over and over and over again.
Yeah, fucking Kevin Lee hasn't fucking responded to any of my texts, fucking DMs, nothing.
Uh-huh.
Even though I'm like, keep your head up, Kevin Lee. You're my man. You're my friend. Please like me.
Yeah.
Nothing. Fucking nothing. I'm just like, damn. All right, man. All right. But I have a feeling Tatiana's not gonna.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he got a new number.
Maybe, and also a new Instagram and a new Twitter as well. Maybe he got a new car.
Exactly. He knows where we are.
Maybe he got a new car that I leave notes on every day on his windshield saying, sorry, you lost. But I don't know. Who knows? I told his brother. I saw his brother at the fight. I was like, he doesn't text you back. His brother goes, me neither. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I feel better now. Well, listen, Tatiana Suarez, you're a champ. You're a good person. Keep it up.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me on.
Anytime. Take care, Tatiana. All right. That was Tatiana Suarez. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she seems super cool.
I think that's the problem, is that she's just a nice human being. She was a loudmouth jerk. People get more attention.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but you know what? We've seen other people try and emulate that formula, and it failed.
Like who?
Well, like the other kid that was like his protege. That was McGregor's protege that was trying to play that game. And went out there and got beat the hell up.
He wasn't third in the country in his weight. She's number 3 in her weight class.
But I'm just saying, we've seen other guys try and just do that since McGregor and it not work out for them a couple of times. So I think that, I don't know that that's necessarily a formula that anybody else needs to follow anymore.
But it does get you fights.
Fuck, I don't know, man. Look at Colby Covington. Nobody was talking about him when he was a fucking nice guy. Nice, hardworking, earnest guy. He becomes like, Joe Trump supporter, fucking loudmouth guy, and he's now getting a title shot. He's also winning fights that you have to win.
I was gonna say, but he's winning fights. I mean, that's the key.
Would he have gotten those fights if he wasn't loud?
Probably. I mean, he did. He isn't an overnight sensation. He didn't just jump up to that level. He fought his way up there.
I don't know, man.
Wasn't he like was he even ranked before he started talking shit?
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, not really.
I mean, Mike Perry is probably the one guy that really kind of talked shit his way up.
But he keeps losing.
But that's what I'm saying. He's probably the one guy that it kind of worked for. But he won a couple of fights on the way up before he started losing.
Yeah. But she's number 3 in the world and people aren't talking about her. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Sex
It'll come.
tape, dude.
It'll happen.
Sex tape.
It'll be happen. You know, some people would
Sex
rather
tape?
earn it the right way.
Bro.
I got respect for that.
So do I. The problem.
Sex tape. He can sex tape.
You can't say or
Did you
tell me
just
that
spit up
won't
on
help.
yourself laughing at that? You totally did. You totally spit up at that.
You can't tell me that wouldn't help someone's career if they have a sex tape out, especially an athlete.
It depends. A sex tape would not help my career.
Whose career has it ever helped for Kim Kardashian?
Paris Hilton really-
She was famous before.
No, but that really took her to the next level. She was kind of a celebutante in
Sex
New
tape
York.
was awful, though. She
and
was like
then the
taking
sex-
phone calls while giving a blowjob.
But it got her. That took her to the next level. And the same with Kim Kardashian. But again, it's one of those things where like you got to be the first or second person in on it. After that, it really isn't that controversial, and it doesn't really do the same things. Well, Hulk Hogan. But I mean, again, he was already
help.
super fucking.
help him.
It didn't, and in fact, he sued those guys and got a bunch of
Gawker.
money he didn't fucking need. All he did was bankrupt them, and good for him for doing
I don't
it.
think he
Yeah.
actually got any of the money, though.
Really?
Well, if you ain't got it, you can't squeeze blood from a potato.
Yeah, I think they went...
Or a turnip, that's
they
what it
went
is.
under. He got like took $5 or something.
Like, it doesn't have to be a sex tape. It could be leaked pictures. Like, the fappening. Remember when the fappening happened where all those leaked
Yeah, who
pictures?
did that help?
I mean, there's a lot of girls whose names I know now that I didn't know before. Like Hope Solo. You know Hope Solo, I think she's a soccer player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She had,
I think a lot of people knew who she was.
I didn't know who the hell she
She was
was.
super famous after World Cup.
Really?
Yes,
Well, I
super famous.
saw her asshole. That's how I know
Well,
her.
and that's the only reason people wanted to see it was because she was already famous from World Cup.
That's true. That's a good, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, somebody was posting the links to that to the what's his
Randy
name?
Couture?
Oh my god!
Did you watch it?
For like maybe I don't know a couple seconds because it's him. It's just him. I thought it was a sex tape. It's just him like, and I was like, delete. Oh my eyes.
Yeah.
He's now the king of stand and pound.
Did you just come up with that one? You've been saying that.
I've been saying it. All right. So anyway, what do you got? What do you got coming up?
That was a good one.
You can go follow me on Instagram at the Weendawg. A new podcast is dropping out this week, so follow me and stay tuned. I don't even know what it's going to be called yet, but it's going to be epic. It's going to be.
This is a new podcast you're doing?
I'm doing a new podcast on the same feed, so don't worry about subscribing to a new podcast.
But you don't know what it's called?
No, but it's going to be a lot more MMA talk. Instead of me just talking about ghosts and shit. Because, how about you, Greg? What are you
Why
doing?
don't you just transition and just start? I mean, why do you got to change the name? Just start talking about MMA instead
No,
of.
if he's doing the Paranormal Activity podcast.
Oh, I thought it was called the Weendawg Radio.
It was, and I changed it to the Paranormal Hour, and now it's no big deal.
Then why don't you just change it back to Weendawg?
Right,
Just change it back
Weendawg
to Weendawg
MMA,
Radio.
something like that.
I like
yeah.
No Big Deal.
No big deal. Yeah, it's a good name. It's a more marketable name.
How about finally fucking?
That's a good. I mean, yeah. I'll put it in
Let's
the hat.
get back to that.
Yeah.
This is of everything we've done on this show, the biggest revelation of the new year so far is that Weendawg is finally having sex with his girlfriend. Now, this was a major topic of 2018.
Yeah.
In 2018, this dominated the headlines on this show for the entire year.
Yeah.
And now we've crossed over. Now, did it happen on New Year's Eve? Was it a classic New Year's Eve punch through, or what happened?
No, this happened, I want to say, about a week or two ago. So this was before New Year's. I just want to say right now, there's a lot of creepy people that listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
And whenever I post a picture of me and my girlfriend on Instagram, they like to comment and be like, yo, Weendawg, is that the girl who won't fuck you? I'm like, dude, come on. It's like, show some respect. It's a little embarrassing. I don't want her to even know that I do this podcast, because if she listens to one episode, I'm fucked.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
You're the idiot.
Yeah, I'm fucked, dude. That's happened before.
When you put it out there, that's what happens.
Do you delete the comments?
Yeah, like
Why don't you
immediately.
like not tag her and just delete the comments right away? Or can there be comments like have to go through you first before people could just comment?
I think you can do that. I should probably change it to that.
Yeah.
Comments for approval.
Yeah.
I know you can do that on YouTube. I don't think you can do that on Instagram.
Actually, I think you
like
can.
if you can. Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Okay. I just made my account private. Like I approve most people, but if you look like it's some scam account, I'm not.
Yeah,
You're not gonna. You
that's
don't
smart.
get to be
Right.
part of
Yeah.
the Instagram
Okay.
family.
So all right.
But the moral of the story is that I did seduce my girlfriend, and we're very much in love. I told her because she had never even been to my apartment before the lovemaking happened.
Because she knew what was coming.
She knew what was coming, but I managed to smooth talk her and seduce her into coming to watch Harry Potter. And now it don't even matter what we're watching. Dude.
Wait a minute, though. This does get back to the classic adage: nothing gets them wet.
Yeah,
like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, and you know,
Little Sorcerer's Stone.
You know, she's very hesitant.
Got to get into her chamber of secrets.
Yeah, yeah, good references, dude.
Thank you.
Nice. But you know, it's no big deal. We watched Harry Potter, and you know, to be honest, she's the one that was pushing for it. You
Really?
know, or sounding.
Maybe she was just that bored of Harry Potter that anything would distract her.
It could be. You know, we're just sitting there.
Then you had a boner.
I had a boner
and
immediately.
Was stroking off.
Yeah.
She
I
was
mean, I
like,
have
"Do you want me to
boners
help you with
most of the
that?"
day. Yeah. She just started, you know, playing footsies.
Most of the day.
Yeah. She
You
was
have a boner right now? Do you have a boner right now?
No.
Like every
Thank
day, you have a
God.
boner most of the day.
When I'm with my girlfriend.
Who's that age?
Yeah. I mean, I learned my lesson not to wear sweatpants to her house no more.
Smart.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still in my sexual prime right now.
Totally.
Dude. It's very rough. But you know, we did some things. We saw some stuff. We, you know,
Wait, what did you see?
Her. I mean, it was in the dark, like I said earlier.
But you put it in.
Yeah,
You closed the deal.
I did.
You wear a condom or no?
Yeah, this time I actually wore a condom.
First time
upon
you did
upon
it
her
with a
request.
condom? Oh, okay. She wanted.
yeah, I mean-
maybe that was the only way she could relax.
Yes.
knowing that you wouldn't get her pregnant
Yeah.
wearing a condom. And
Yeah.
some girls are like that. You know, that's the only
Yeah.
way they can relax, knowing that they're not going to get pregnant. So that's cool.
I mean, the last time I wore a condom, I was making love to this girl, and her vagina ate my condom off. Like it sucked it completely
That's
up.
called a hooker and a poisonous pussy.
What do you mean it ate your condom off?
Like I was
came
wearing
off.
a condom, and the next thing you know, I'm not wearing a condom, and we're looking for the condom on the bed. I'm like, what
It's
the
in
fuck
her
happened?
pussy,
to
yeah.
and it was like all the way inside of her vagina. I
Yeah,
had to
you
go in
pounded
there.
it down. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
I sometimes if you have whiskey dick and you're having a little trouble keeping it hard, that can happen.
Yeah.
But or you got a fucking maybe you got a slender dick. Do you got a slender penis?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best.
A little ropey penis.
It's not the best.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
All right, but she was happy afterwards.
So you
Yeah.
don't know what your best condom
you-
is. See,
what
that's
did-
the thing is you got to find the brand. That
I
really
know.
works
and
best
how,
for your
how long
dick.
did you last in her? 'Cause
I'm
I
a
know you haven't
lifestyle
had, you haven't had sex in a while.
I didn't even come because with me in sex, it takes me forever. But the thing
Probably
is,
because you're not good at it.
yeah, the thing is, I can masturbate and come in 2 seconds.
Maybe you got to stop masturbating. That's the problem.
That could be the problem.
How often are you masturbating?
Oh, dude.
Oh wow! There's not even. I love that it's not even a number. It's an exclamatory, dude.
Dude, it's
That's one of those numbers that's like like Google. Like it's just a word as opposed to a number.
yeah, I mean a fair amount, a healthy amount.
Like 3 times a day?
6 times a day.
Yeah, I mean not that much, maybe like 4 or 5.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean
pretty natural.
it's a lot.
Not 5 times a day?
Yeah.
Listen,
Not-
he's
what,
a lion.
for-
He's
for
a
an-
kid.
For an orangutan?
He's a kid.
He's 22.
Yeah, I'm 22.
I wasn't masturbating 5 times a day when I was 22.
Really?
5 times a day?
Yeah.
No.
You have low T.
Twice or 3 times tops.
Yeah, more realistically about 2 or 3
2
times.
to 3 times.
Yeah,
That's-
morning,
you got
night.
shit to do,
Yeah. And
I'm happy you're holding the mic. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
okay, so that's good. So are you gonna do it again?
So have you done it more? Is it like a thing now? You're like a fully sexual couple?
we are a fully sexual couple. We did it again on New Year's Eve, a few hours before midnight, and it was very special.
Nice.
And the biggest problem is just avoiding her parents whenever I'm over there because they like to bust in her room at any
Here's the
given
thing.
moment.
Don't
dude.
do it in her house.
Oh,
Get back to your house more. I
Yeah.
mean, now that ground's broken,
Yeah.
here's what you got to do. You got to clean your fucking apartment.
I
okay?
did- that's what I did
And
all day,
Good.
dude. I
Yes.
did that all day.
And especially the bathroom.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Single guys, here's the thing, okay? If a girl's coming over, clean your apartment. If you don't have time, clean the bathroom.
Yeah.
If you don't have time for the whole bathroom, clean the toilet, okay?
I do
If
everything.
you at least get the toilet clean, you'll get some puss.
The worst, the worst thing is that my apartment has carpet, and there's pretty much shit stains all over my carpet.
What? What now? You have shit? What? Repeat that.
I have shit stains all over my carpet.
From you shitting on the floor?
No, my dog and my cat. It's so hard.
What kind of animals do you have?
I just have a dog and a cat.
They shit all over the floor. Oh, because you're not home to take them out in time.
No. It's very, very because they're potty trained. My cat goes in the litter box, but my dog sometimes she's old, so sometimes she just shits on. But it's very, very rare. But when they do shit on the floor, it's like impossible to clean unless you have a steam cleaner. And I ain't got that kind of money. I ain't got $30 to rent a steam cleaner. You know what I'm saying? But the important thing, the biggest thing to take away from this episode is that I'm making love again. So you guys can rest. You can be at peace with yourselves, knowing that the Weendawg is Weendogging us.
Well, I know that we were. I know I haven't been able to.
Yeah, our listeners dropped by 80%.
So many was very concerned.
So what do you got coming up, Greg?
Let's see. Actually, I'm supposed to be going to Tucson later this month to do laughs again, but I'm about to start shooting a movie, and they've got me booked for 3 weeks. So
that's
I'm probably going to have to.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to have to postpone that, and so that's what's on tap for me. We're supposed to have a table read on this Friday. I don't know who the rest of the cast is yet, to be perfectly honest. So we'll find out. I'll find out when I get there. So that's coming up. I'll be shooting that for pretty much the rest of the month of January. Then February, I'm going to be here in Los Angeles because it is pilot season, and then I'm supposed to finally that show that I was supposed to be shooting, that I thought I was going to be shooting all of last fall.
The
Netflix show. We're finally getting underway in March. March is the proposed scheduled shoot start. So we're supposed to be. So that'll be fun. So I have a couple things I'm going to be shooting, and so that's the main stuff.
If you ever become a giant superstar, will you let me be in one of your movies?
Not a chance.
Just like as a PA?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
All right, I will be at Harvard.
Let me just let you down right now, so you're not standing out front of my workout facility with an armful of gifts, and I'm not letting you in. Okay, just so we're clear, there's no promise to put you and give you anything.
All right, I'll accept it. It's fine.
All right, I will be at the Harvey's Comedy Club in Portland, Oregon, January 24th to the 27th. Comedy Cave in Calgary, February 14th or 15th, 16th, and 17th. Then the Black Box Theater in Boca Raton, Florida, April 19th and 20th.
I was just in Boca, man. That place is nice.
Yes. So that's where I will be for now. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Thanks, Jesse Jess. Thanks, Tatiana. Take care. Have a happy new year, people. Bye-bye.
Түүний сонсдог хөгжим дур булаан. Даадаж дуудан дур булаа мууруулаа.